right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nothing like feedback. Nothing like feedback. Thursday night, man. Here we go. All fired up. Man, who's got the guitar pick here? Look at that. Wow. Wow. That's going to get a save. Right there. Man, I got to go. Dave. That's a cool pick, Dave. Yeah, man. I approve. I approve of that. Lots to talk about tonight. Yeah. We certainly set the stage with everything this week that we talked about. So we're going to have a fun night tonight. Of course, I've got some things I have to say. And Thursday night, wow. Wow, got through another week, right? And then it's July 4th. Wow, holy crap. Okay, I go live here in a couple of seconds. Everybody have a good time. Looking forward to all of your phone calls. This is truly my favorite night of the week, so let's do this. Here we go.
Radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
I need your help to get to the year 1985.
You're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Good evening. Fade to Black. Bespoke radio for the masses. Yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Today's Thursday, June 28th, 2018. 179 days into the new year, just 186 days left. We are live from a bunker somewhere in beautiful downtown Burbank, California. And I would like to welcome everybody listening all around the world, all across the United States. Hither and thither, to and fro, up and down, east and west, north and south, far and near. This is Fade to Black for KJCR, the Game Changer Network, and KGRA, the Planet. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. What is cracking, everybody? How you doing? Did you like that? I posted, clicked, jumped in the chat rooms, and tweeted during that intro. I'm practicing. Getting pretty good at it, too. You didn't even notice. Did I hiccup? I might have hiccuped once. I admit it. But that was pretty smooth. Yeah. That was pretty smooth. I'll go with that. Tonight, it's Thursday. It's another Fader night. Tonight, without John Rappaport. He's on the road doing some research. Excited about that and what he's going to find out. So we have no more Fake Newsroom Live. So we're going to go open lines all night tonight from start to finish. The call-in numbers are 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. Again, 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. Man, I hear some pops and clicks. Is that this? Hold on. Is there pops and clicks now? Pops and clicks? Yeah, there are. So it's not that. Is it this over here? Let me try the check. Is there pops and clicks now? The pops and clicks have gone. Pops and clicks have gone. Weird. Compressors? I swear to you, what I just did, and I'm assuming you guys could probably hear it because I can hear it in my cans. But the clicks, I just pressed buttons on my compressors. I just like the first two buttons on each channel of three compressors. You guys are watching me do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Yesterday I said I was an audio expert, right? Well, I guess that's part of being an audio expert. You just press buttons and see if it goes away. That was weird, but it's gone now. It's perfectly clean. All right, where am I? 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. And again, today I spent my day over at OnStellar. And man, I love that. I love that platform. OnStellar.com, OnStellar.com. OnStellar.com. And register over there if you haven't already. Register, use my referral code Jimmy. You'll get yourself some bonus tokens. And that is important, but not as important as just hanging out with everybody there and sharing the knowledge. That's what OnStellar is all about. Based on the blockchain, it is the Internet 3.0. OnStellar.com. Send me a friend request. Come and hang out. Rita's over there. We've got the Game Changer Network over there. We've got Fade to Black over there. Come and hang out with us, okay? OnStellar.com. I read today the numbers for Facebook are declining and haven't declined like this ever, right? People are leaving. Think about that. Yep. Those little apps that they run, right? The quizzes. Those little quizzes that you see pop up. 120 million users got data scraped. Yep. How many of those little quizzes did you participate in? I never did it once. They always creeped me out. I knew it from the word go. But that was a damaging report today, and they can't fix it. And check this out. This is what's crazy about it. Now, 120 million users doesn't seem like a whole lot when you're talking about 2 billion users on Facebook, right? But it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. 120 million. Chances are you're one of them. And what was happening was the app had the ability to link to an external website where all of the data, your data, was just displayed. Yeah. I need you to think about that for a second. That's how they would do it. It's exactly how there was a complete functionality and setup built in to literally link it to another whatever website you want to do and import the data, and it's right there on the screen, nicely formatted, indexed. And it had everything, by the way, including if they chose your friends. Yeah. Think about that for a second. Facebook, garbage. But you can follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. That you can do at JChurchRadio. Anything you want to do is over at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Okay, now, if you want to hang out with us tonight and chat, you can go to one of the chat rooms. We have two, one at KGRA, one over at Spreaker. Both great, both Fadernaughts full and hanging out. Or you can jump into the sandbox with us over on Twitter. By the way, the chat room's right here. I see Stargazers right there. There's Gareth. Hi, Gareth. There's Talup. Hey, Star. Jordan's there. Jordan Macaroni. That's all I can see right now. So, yeah, come and hang out with us all night. Everything is interactive and right in front of me. Any questions or comments during the show? Hashtag F2BQ. It's a simple email, too, as well. Jimmy@jimmychurchradio.com. This is my favorite night of the week. Open lines all night long. Subjects that are up to you. Whatever you want to talk about. Experiences, sightings, comments, pop culture, social, food, music, entertainment, movies, ghost stories, time travel, whatever you got. I'll talk about it. I'll answer all of your questions. Rita and I were talking. We want to do another game night. Maybe, next week is July 4th. So we're taking Wednesday and Thursday off. Just letting you know now. July 4th is, when is July 4th? Wait a minute. Is it Wednesday and Thursday, or is July 4th just Thursday? So are we only taking one day off? Oh, man, I was hoping we were taking two. How does this work? Yeah, July 4th is Wednesday. Okay, so yeah, 4th and 5th we're taking off. So there you go. Deal with it. Cereal night again? Yeah. You guys are the best. Okay, so whatever you guys want. Yeah, cereal night. That night went down in history. What's this here? This is from Shep. You are living proof that dreams come true with hard work and love for what you do. Thank you, brother. Rock on. Thank you, Shep. Well, it's not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Dreams are part of it because you can't get anywhere if you don't dream about something. And hard work is the other part. And part three, I think that is the one thing that because you can do all kinds of hard work building up to the point, but it's after that. You've got to continue. You don't do it for a month or 3 months. You go. You do it. You do it like nobody cares. You just reckless abandon, man. You run that car down the road. That's it, man. And never, ever, 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 ever stop. And that's it. And then you'll get there. It doesn't matter what it is. You want to paint, you want to play guitar, you want to be a mechanic. It doesn't matter. You be the best that you can be, and you don't give up. But man, look at all this trivia stuff. Trivia is on. I might do some trivia tonight. See, the thing is, if you guys call me up with trivia, you guys want to ask me questions, I'm on a bunker camp. I'm not going to Google because I can't. You guys are watching me. But if I ask the questions, you guys are Google fanatics. I don't have a camera into your world. So you need to think about that. So if you want to bomb me with trivia, and then, see, this is the thing. You're going to hit me with the hardest stuff in the world, which is fine. But then you guys laugh. Ha, ha, ha. So you want to play Stump the Panel? You want to play Stump the Panel with me tonight? I'll do it. I'll give away some shirts. We'll do something. Yeah, we got a good junk drawer, too. Oh, man. So funny. We did so many junk drawers. I got to tell you, we probably shipped out of here 100 books and DVDs, 100 books and 100 DVDs over. Just a lot of shipping. And there's always a couple of stragglers. Dude, man, 8 months ago, I won something out of the junk drawer. I'm like, man, we shipped all of that stuff. There's always one who never sent in their address, never wrote Rita, or whatever. They come back. Don't you remember, man? Back in March 2015, man, I called in, man, from Des Moines. I called in from Des Moines, and I had that really cool question about the Rolling Stones. I swear I got that email. I did. I just made that up, but I think I actually got it. Breaking news. Earlier today, sci-fi genius Harlan Ellison died. He died in his sleep unexpectedly right down the street from the bunker, by the way, in Sherman Oaks, California. Harlan Ellison. And you know what? I don't have a Harlan Ellison story. And I lived in Sherman Oaks for like 15 years, too. It's a small city. I never met him. But I did work for somebody, and it was the craziest thing. This was back in the 80s. I worked for somebody and who worked for Harlan Ellison, like when they were in college or something. And I would have to hear a Harlan Ellison story every single day. Harlan Ellison. And that was 30 years ago. And when Harlan was still up and around and bona fide crazy. Well, he was always crazy, but man, did I have the Harlan Ellison stories every single day I came into work. And I think I mentioned Star Trek one day or UFOs, and that was it. This is 30 years ago. That was it. I got Harlan Ellison every single day. Guess what I picked up today? Look at that. Karen. What is that? Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to retweet right now. I want everybody's comments. What is this? Okay, what is this? Now, Karen, this is what happens. You go and you post a picture like that. I'm going to retweet it, and there you go. Because it's a piece of jewelry. It's a necklace, and it's big rocks. And it looks like diamonds. What is that? It is crazy. Good for you, whatever it is. Good for you. It's going to look good on you. That's for sure. Okay, so it's Fader Night. It's open lines all night long. For all of you out there that are into the show for the first time tonight and are wondering about this, we do open lines every Thursday, as we have for the last 5 years. Okay, so it's open lines all night long, 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. We'll be opening up the phone lines at the bottom of the hour. Okay, don't forget to sign up for our Soul Tech Gathering up at East City Ranch this August 9th through the 12th. Let's go to soultechgathering.com. We have this amazing caterer that I want everybody to check out. It's going to be up online and posted on Monday. You know me, you know food, you know how I am. This is the best news about ECETI, aside from the fact that I'm going to be there. Aside from that, the food. It's my tanzanite stone I finally had made into a pendant. That is insane. That's Karen's new piece of jewelry she had made. That's insane, Karen. That's insane. That looks like it's as big as your head. Is it that big? Is it as big as what it looks like? That's crazy. That is. Yeah, wear this with an entourage. Exactly. That is just gnarly. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's what we do tonight. Okay, so Soul Tech Gathering, catering, amazing. We've got Corey Good, James Gilliland, Jason Quitt, Matthew Ryan, Michaela Sheldon, Teresa Yanaris, Holly Marie, Mary Gabrielle, John Lund, Dana Harvey, Billy Carson, Laura Cantu, and Christine Contini, all teaching, all hanging out with you. SoulTechGathering.com, August 9th through the 12th. Then, a week later, that's right, a week later, I'm going to wing it out to beautiful Loveland, Colorado, for Dimensions of Disclosure with Corey Good, David Wilcock, Emery Smith, Teresa Yanaris, Gerald O'Donnell. Get to hang out with Gerald. Can't wait for that. Jordan Sather and over 20 other speakers and presenters. DimensionsofDisclosure.com. Come in and hang out with us. It's going to be amazing. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. We have over 800, and as of today, 880 shows right there. Just $2 per month. Apple, Android, whatever, all platforms. Just click on the podcast banner over at jimmychurchradio.com. You can also become a FADERNIGHT, and that's really easy to do. Just go to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com. You're going to get the bunker cam. That's what you're going to get. You can also get commercial-free downloadable archives. You can also get autographed hats, T-shirts. You get a private email to me. Everything that it takes to become an official FADERNIGHT, you can do it right there in our membership section on the site. Come and hang out with all of us. And that way you'll have the gear. When you go to these conferences, you got your gear. You got the hat, you got the shirt. That's right. Let people know the beautiful person that you are. It's really that easy. In our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com. Now, all of our sponsors here, this is how this show happens. We have the best sponsors in all of radio, in this community. And I'm talking about Life Change Tea. GetTheTea.com. Promo code is FADER, F-A-D-E-R. You will get free shipping on every order, F-A-D-E-R. River Moon Coffee, makers of the Fade to Black blend. Ancient Life Oil, Sacred Skulls, Numana Food Storage, Bearing Optics, the best sponsors. Think about that. Go and visit all of them. It's how the show happens every single night. Here we go. It's also how I'm able to take a day off once in a while, which I'm going to do next week, July 4th. You know I'm posting pictures. Yeah, barbecue. You going to barbecue? What are you guys doing for July 4th? You know, I know it's a little early because it's still 6 days away. We plan for that in advance. We plan, and I cannot wait. There is nothing like it. And where we live in Burbank, the city of Burbank, not where we live specifically in Burbank, but the city of Burbank, July 4th, and everybody around the country, you know, they want to brag about their July 4th fireworks. I get that. They try to burn down Burbank every year with fireworks on July 4th. It is nuts, man. It's nuts. I think we're just too close to that Tijuana Mexican border, man. You go down there and you get, here, see, this is what they do. I don't know about the rest of the country. I don't know how this is done. But here in Southern California, you can buy mortars. You get the mortar tubes. And they're firing off these explosives. One year, and it's crazy. I'm talking about a mortar tube. I've got video of us, the family, out in the backyard, man. We had a bunch of these, and I'm videotaping these things, and I got to tell you, poof. Right? Jeez, man, he's just like, whoa. And it's just crazy. Well, anyway, it's like everybody's got them. Everybody just, just crazy. I don't know. Does your hometown have mortars? It's nuts. So one year, man, I got to get to what I want to talk about. Hold on. I'll talk about mortars later on. I'll tell you, one year, Rita and I went over to our neighbor's house. We, all the stuff's going on. We walk up, and the entire driveway behind the gate, right? Behind the entire driveway, it must have had 1,000 mortar tubes. It was just crazy, man. Crazy. All right. Let's get to this. Happy birthday to today, John Cusack. Is 52. 16 Candles, Better Off Dead, man. $2. One of the best movies ever made. Tapeheads, The Grifters. He was great in The Player. Awesome in Bullets Over Broadway. That's another sleeper film. If you've never seen Bullets Over Broadway, you've got to check it out. Don't Speak. Bullets Over Broadway. Pushing 10. Pretty tense movie. High Fidelity. How about 2012? War Inc. That was pretty good, actually. But I really liked him in 1408, and I didn't think I was going to like that movie. But 1408, now I've seen many, many, many times. Pretty scary movie. But his best movie, still, there's no question about it, Gross Point Blank. Happy birthday, John Cusack. Elon Musk today is 47. We're watching we're binging the TV series right now, Salvation. And there's a role in there that is Elon Musk. It's pretty cool. And Mel Brooks today is 92. Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs? That's a tough choice, right? Well, not if you're a FADERNIGHT. We all know it's Spaceballs. Happy birthday, Mel Brooks, 92 years old. On this day in history, OTD, 1997, it happened. Mike Tyson bites off Evander Holyfield's ear twice. Right. Doug Aldrich and I went over to Chris Frazier's house in Hollywood for that fight. I'll never forget it, man. That was a crazy night. Fader fact, of all the people in history that have reached the age of 65 years, of all of the people in history that have reached 65 years old, half of them are alive right now. That is your Fader fact. All right, it's open lines all night long. Let me get to this. Oh, man, I ran out of time. I don't know how I did it, but I'm going to do it right now. Here we go. Listen to me. It's funny. It's funny when I hear skeptics out there ask why ET hasn't reached out to us and communicated directly, right? Why hasn't that happened? Why isn't it happening every day? You know, it's like the Fermi paradox, right? There is so much testimony with various witnesses and contactees. We know that number's in the millions. And the sightings that happen around the world every day. But that is truly not the point. We all know that a craft has not yet landed on the White House lawn or a mass Independence Day type of event. I get that. But I've also said over the years many times that how could we communicate or understand a species that could potentially be 1 million years more advanced than us? What could or would be said? How could we relate to their day-to-day existence? We couldn't. Even more important is how would they relate to us? So, with that said, let me paint another picture for you. There is a reason that should be considered as to why there hasn't been any direct contact with us in modern times. Stay with me. We are smarter. Today, we have real knowledge of the heavens and our universe that we simply didn't possess 5,000, 1,000, or even 100 years ago, or 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Think about it. When someone says that they have a sighting today of something in the sky today that they can't explain today, well, we know that we have air travel. We know that we have space travel and satellites. Things are flying around all the time. And there is a real chance that that object that they can't figure out is something from here. Think about it. And suggesting that something is flying around isn't going to freak people out today. It's not. Modern reports today are investigated and compared to other data that we know about, like, crafts, stars, all that stuff, etc. Real contact, right, is the old stuff before flight. That is what should raise an eyebrow. During ancient times, real contact was a real possibility. Now, this is why. You see, back then, 5,000, 10,000 years ago, we didn't have any understanding about fire, smelting metals, or agriculture, the wheel, let alone space travel. If ET showed up and communicated, showed us things, well, we just learned. And then we forgot. Or didn't understand what our teachers were actually doing or who they were. And eventually amnesia kicks in. The years pass, done. Let me explain. Follow me here. You are a parent, and your child is 6 months old or a year old. You may watch a movie, a horror movie, but you know that they won't understand it, so you don't care. So the kid gets to sit on the couch with his bottle while you watch a movie that normally a child wouldn't watch, but he's too young to understand, right? But as your child grows up and you know that they are learning about the world around them, understanding things, then you don't let them watch those movies, do you? You end up watching them alone after they go to bed. Your child doesn't remember that they actually might have seen some pretty crazy stuff when they were younger, and as they grew up, you protected them. But what you did do from the day they were born is teach. You taught them right from wrong, how to eat, tie their shoes, everything. Your child grows up, and then one day, he's ready to face the world. And hopefully you've taught them everything they need to survive. Same thing with E.T. They came, they checked us out, they taught us what we needed and left us alone to develop and flourish on this beautiful planet of ours. Back then, we didn't know where they came from. We didn't ask questions. We didn't have an understanding of our universe. Nobody freaked out. Today, if E.T. just showed up, well, we're smart enough to ask those questions, the deeper ones about science, life, and consciousness. And the answers we would get, we probably couldn't understand. Not yet, at least. Just like the millions of children out there whose questions come from a 5-year-old when they see a movie that you're watching that's rated R, maybe MA. Some things a small child can't handle until they are much more mature. Like when they turn 35. E.T. understands this. They are keeping tabs. They're visiting. They're observing, just like any good parent would when they stop by their child's first apartment, right? From time to time. You don't interfere. You just want to make sure that they're okay. Then one day when all is good, you sit down with your adult child, who is now the parent of your grandchildren, and you discuss the meaning of life. That time is coming very soon for planet Earth, and we are ready. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. It's Thursday night. It is Fader Night. Open lines all night long. 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. It's all on the table tonight on the Game Changer Network and KGRA, The Planet. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. Open lines are next. Stay with me.
You're listening to Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black will now pause for alien identification.
The station that talks the net. KGRA Radio.
When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Yes, River Moon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. Go Beckley Teppy.
What can I say about the most popular tea on the internet? And what do customers say about Life Change Tea at getthetea.com? A lot. But by federal law, We at GetTheT.com cannot make claims to how this product can enhance your health. We cannot even post our testimonies without being in compliance. So how do we get past the hump? Try our products at GetTheT.com and see for yourself. You can send us a testimony, but we just can't post it. Bummer. Our products are GMO-free and organic. We pride ourselves in being the best we can be, and we urge you to take charge of your health. We're 11 years strong, and many of our customers have shared their successes with friends and family. Protect your colon. Log on to GetTheT.com. That's GetTheT.com. GetTheT.com. GetTheT.com.
9 out of 10 geneticists agree.
Fade to Black is not your father's radio show. On the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, The Planet.
Win big with KGRA this summer. Tickets and hotel accommodations to the biggest conferences, autographed books and DVDs, chances to win all-inclusive conference cruises, and private dinners with your favorite KGRA hosts. Click the contest tab at kgraradio.com for your chance to win big this summer. Your contact for the best alternative talk radio on the planet. kgraradio.com.
Hi, this is Rob Reiner from Anvil, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
What's up? I'm Chris. What up? This is Kyle Massey, and you're listening to Jimmy Church Radio.
All right, welcome back. Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Thursday night, Fader Nights. Open lines all night long. 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. If you're on hold, stay right there. I'll get to everybody. Yeah, man. Everything's on the table tonight. Maybe a little trivia, too. We'll see. I'm down. Let's go. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to area code 760. First up tonight on Fader Night. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy. This is Rob. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rob. I can hear you, man.
Hey, I just want to thank you. You're doing a great job. My wife actually just got me into your show a couple weeks ago, and I'm really impressed by all the good things you've been doing.
Man, only 2 weeks? And you're addicted.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've never even heard of you, and she got me into you. She was actually on your show the other night, and you do a great job, and I'm embarrassed. I've never even heard of you before until a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's okay, man. Well, you're here now. And
yes, I am.
And what's great, Rob, is there are, it's funny, but there are 5 years, 880 shows, all archived for you. So what you can do, if you listen to this show every night and then go back and listen to the archives once a day, you'll be caught up in 5 years.
Well, everybody needs goals, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So there you go. And welcome, okay? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Well, welcome, okay? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, well,
here's your crap.
Yeah, well, so I do. You say you're good with sound. You're a sound expert, and I was listening to the show the other night with Chris Medina because, like I said, my wife was on.
Right.
And as she was talking with Chris and you, there was this very strange sound, and it seems like Chris's phone got disconnected. And I wanted to run something by you really quickly.
Okay.
So. My wife and I both have abilities, and, I teach people with abilities so they can grow and ascend and other things, and my wife's very talented with it as well. And I was talking with her because I listened to the episode a couple times. I was very impressed by Chris, by the way.
Yeah, he's great.
And sometimes people with abilities actually can affect electronics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my theory was that, between Chris's abilities and my wife Tammy's abilities, there was some interference with the electronics because Tammy was actually really nervous and she was really eager to try to find answers to her question. And my theory was, I think she actually kind of, between them, that sound was created. And my opinion, she unintentionally hung up on Chris because he got disconnected.
Rob, let me tell you something. Not only do I think that your theory has merit, I have experienced so many strange things while doing this show that nothing is off of the table, man. Nothing. And so I'm so with you. The power of the mind, and when it comes to when you are connecting via the internet through all those routers and switchers and electronics and the ether and satellites and everything that is involved there, and then you get some powerful brain activity connecting and going back and forth on that, you don't think there's a possibility of some wackiness? Absolutely, man. I'm so with you on that. We should try it one night. What's your wife's name?
My wife's name is Tammy.
Okay. Have her, maybe we should do it. I can bring on somebody else, or just maybe just her and I together. We'll see if we can mess with things. I'm down for that. Let's try it one day.
Hey, whatever works. Tammy and I both have abilities, so we'd love to, work with you or, be your guinea pigs. Be happy to work with you, Jimmy.
Man, it would be so much fun, Rob. So much fun. Hey.
All right.
Hey, welcome to the family.
Hey, thank you. And two things. I just want to let you know my wife and I are both game changers. So we're supporting you, and we really think you're doing good.
Thank you so much. I do
have to disagree with you on one thing, Jimmy. You kind of upset me earlier.
What did I do?
Blazing Saddles, man. I love Spaceballs, but come on, man. You can't beat Blazing Saddles.
I know. And you know what? And this is what is so great about that? It's an actual legitimate question. That's how good Spaceballs is. We know Blazing Saddles. Come on, man. That's the top of the heap, right? But that's how great. We can't forget about things like Young Frankenstein. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said Blazing Saddles first, man. I know what respect is. Have a good night, Rob.
I just had to mess with you really quick.
You're absolutely right, man. And thank you for pointing that out.
Hey, you're welcome.
Have a great night.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, Jimmy.
Thank you so much. Love first-time callers. Let's go to area code. Let's see. Let's go to area code 204. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy, this is Howard from Canada. How are you today?
Howard from Canada. That's a big country. Any particular part of Canada, Howard?
Well, I've been smoking too much pot, so I can't even think right now.
So now
I'm in Toronto.
You're in Toronto. And Yonge Street, right?
Man. Everything happens on Yonge Street.
Everything.
Vegas, so.
Yep. I love Toronto, man. I love Toronto. So, but now it doesn't officially go full legal until September. But does anybody care? Is it like full-on party time up there right now?
Jimmy, I'll tell you, it's like Christmas second time over now, because what's happening is there are stores opening up that literally it says coming soon, and they're all cannabis-based, and they're opening up in some pretty swanky areas of the city and certain parts of Canada too, and it's just like you could tell people are just salivating at the people getting access to the cookie jar.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the first time, and I talked about this on the air, this is maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago, but the first time I went into a pot store and saw the inside of one and what was going on, I about lost my mind, man. And just to see, 50 different jars, 100 each with a label on it, some crazy name, some strain developed by some crazy scientist somewhere, and and all they want to do is have you smell each one. Go ahead, open it up, check it out. Want to talk? Do I need to tap? What? Right? It's just like crazy, and it was so much fun. And you're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. The first time you walk into a pot store and you know that you're walking out, you're legal, you're driving with pot in your car, and you can do whatever you want. It is the most freeing thing you can do. You're going to love it.
Well, one thing I'm not looking forward to is the increase in my dry cleaning bills. So.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, the smell is...
Oh, no, nobody's going to notice because they're going to reek too. So there you go.
well, it's happening with the yuppies too. So it's all over. There's no, area or group of people that it's going to be affecting.
No. It's top to bottom, man. It's really great. And I really respect Trudeau's comments about it. And you know what, though? Can I be straight with you, Howard?
Yeah, sure.
Trudeau's a pothead. You can tell.
Oh.
You can tell. You can look at Trudeau. You know that guy gets down. I know it. Maybe not today, but certainly he's cool. I think Trudeau's cool.
When he got elected, his nickname was Doughface.
Yeah, it wasn't just me. Okay, good. Yeah.
That nose was definitely meant for smelling more than.
I know. That's funny.
I just want to turn the conversation a bit serious for a minute. Your conversation you had with Jason
Louv.
Yeah, that was very troubling to me, and I heard your show yesterday when you began the show talking about the cell phone, using voice recognition to capture your conversation and then to transmute the data on your phone. I read what you've said. I just want to hear kind of your off the record comments, like how are you really feeling about this?
I'm feeling victorious. Now, I know that's a strange thing, but a strange comment to make. I have all the proof that I need to know that this is going on. Do you understand?
Well, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. You know what? Can I say something to you? And I want to thank you, Jimmy, for being courageous and standing out and putting your opinion, because this is transhumanism, and a lot of people don't know what that is. It's essentially the merging of human communication and technology.
Right.
I'll give you an example. I have a female friend, and she has a teenage son, and the son at 13 wanted to know, hey, Mom, how do I kiss a girl? Like, what do I do? How do I do that? And, I'm pushing my 50s now, and, back when I wanted to kiss a girl, you kissed a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he downloaded an app that rates his kissing ability, and he kisses the phone.
Wow.
I mean, and...
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That just makes you how deep this level is. And I remember I took my
I had to stop and contemplate that for a second. That's crazy talk.
And then another example was I took my nephew to see a Disney movie a couple years ago. I think it was called Wall-E or something like that.
Oh, love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a good movie, and I remember there's a point where the robot, I forget what it was, but there was people kind of tearing up and you hear sniffling and all that. And I'm just thinking to myself, this is a tin can. People are getting emotional over a tin can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're going to, and if I could see that and what I mean is, I'm going to make this quick. I've got to get to some other calls, but I'm going to make this quick. If you're young, you're 5-10 years old, you've got a model toy, you've got a toy, and the toy breaks and you cry because you're emotionally attached to it. Or maybe you're a little older, you've got an RC plane, or today you've got a drone and you're 10 years old, 15 years old, and you get attached to it, and then it crashes and breaks and dies, right? Would you cry over that? And then take it a step further, and you've got a robot dog in your house, a robot dog, and they're everywhere, right? And could you get emotionally attached to that? Well, now if it goes one step further, which I think is very close, where you've got like a humanoid, right? An android running around your house doing your housework for you and whatever, maybe babysitting your kids. And everybody gets all emotionally attached, and these robots know how to communicate with you, right? They know. You remember what was AI, right? The movie AI.
That was Robin Williams, right?
No. AI was Jude Law, and I forget the kid's name that plays the android, the robot.
Okay, right.
Right. And I'm telling you, man, when that kid was a robot, and when the mom leaves him in the woods, right, and abandons him and drives away in the car, dude, I still cry during that scene. And it's a robot. It's a robot. So, yeah, I hear you. Howard, first-time caller, right?
No, I've called once or twice before.
Oh, you have? Okay. Well, then welcome back. How's that?
Yeah, and I just one thought. I just want to really thank you, because I think you're going to have to be the pioneer on this subject of really kind of exposing kind of the devolution of technology in terms of spying on us and just how deep it goes. And one last thought I'll leave you with, and I was listening to a guy he's been on your show, Freeman Fly.
Yep.
And people want to look this up. There's a program, a bot called Louis Cypher. And you could go to, is it louis-cypher.com. If you say the name fast 10 times, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
And you can talk to this bot, because apparently what it does is it's for IKEA, the store, and it does some kind of cost measuring for products and all that kind of stuff. But you can actually talk to this piece of software, and if you ask what its plans for humanity are, it's not very nice.
Okay, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check that out right now.
Cypher.
It'll be everybody will be posting it here on Twitter in about 2 seconds. All right. Yep. So thank you for that, and I'll check it out,
Keep
Howard.
Keep up the good work, Jimmy.
Be safe and be well.
All right. Bye-bye.
There's a great phone call there. Okay. Let's go to, let's see here. What do we want to do next? Let's go here. 773. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
This time is Jimmy. What's going on?
Hey, man. How you doing tonight?
Hey, whatever happened? What's up with Robert Dean, man? I ain't heard nothing from him in a long time.
He's old.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's old. His health has been going down for a while now. But yeah, he's old, man. Bob Dean, we love him. He's great. He's been around forever. He's one of the OG researchers. But yeah, he's getting up there in years.
Yeah, he's real funny too, man. Him, Eric Von Daniken, I like them older guys. They kind of funny, man. They got
we gave Bob Dean a Lifetime Achievement Award at Contact in the Desert this year, but he wasn't there to receive it. Robert Perala received it on his behalf, so yeah, he could not make it. But he's still with us. He's still out there, but he's bless his heart, man. He's just starting to get up there, and right. It happens to all of us. So there you go. Anything else, real quick?
Yeah, man. I want to do ET smoke weed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we could?
Yeah, man.
If we could find other weed in the universe, like what's the best weed in the universe?
Yeah. No. It'd probably be like glow in the dark pink, some crazy nuclear weed. Thank you so much, man, and be safe up there in Chi-Town.
All right.
Have a good night. That's a good phone call right there. He smokes weed. Oh, hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Jimmy?
Yes.
Hey, it's Gareth Warren. How you doing?
What's your name?
Gareth Warren.
Oh, hey, Gareth.
Or like David Icke's son.
Yeah, there you go. Like David Icke's son. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's Thursday night. It's Fader night. It's my favorite night of the week.
I'd like to share my first experience with the paranormal.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I grew up in a small town in Temple, Maine. It's called, and I grew up on a small and old farmland is what it was. And basically, there'd been an old farm that burnt down there. And when I was about 11 or 12, and there were all kinds of old gardens around and different strange places that looked like they could have been structures and, barns and everything else, but with no more structure, just stone walls. And one evening, I was down near our place I was really young. I was probably 11 or 12. And a glowing figure appeared and started walking out of this little kind of stone structure, and that looked like it was walking down steps towards me. And of course, at 11 or 12, I just froze for a little bit.
Right.
And because I didn't believe what I was seeing, obviously. This figure started walking towards me out of the woods. And then, of course, the voice in my head told me to run. So I did. I ran back to the house, freaking out because, obviously, as a kid, you don't know what you're seeing.
Right.
That kind of put into concrete evidence of that things were going on that just, you just can't explain.
Well, what happened next?
I ran back to the house. I just ran inside. I didn't say a word, I kind of just kept my mouth shut.
You didn't go back?
It was definitely... I went back, but not right away, I kind of avoided that area, but in the daylight, you think you're safer in the daylight, so... Sure. I always, would go back and kind of look, because I went back the next day to kind of see, where it was coming from, and, it looked like an old foundation. It had always just been old stone walls, so, the indication was there was a building of some sort.
Now, how old were you? How old were you?
I was like 11 or 12.
11 or 12. Really, so you're old enough. Yeah. You're old enough to know what is real and what is not. And now, was this during the day?
This was during the evening. So.
Evening. Okay, so it wasn't at night. Okay, so it's in the evening.
It was dusk.
Dusk.
So it was just before dark, really. Because I always went out. Fireflies. When we were kids, I loved nature, so I was always rummaging around and whatever I could get my hands on.
Right.
And just happened to be down there hanging out. And, we always had feelings on that property. There was always something going on.
Did it happen again? Did it happen again?
It didn't happen again, but that's when I started just kind of, just believing in things. I've had other sightings, a couple years later. It was an object that was approaching the moon and then went behind the moon. I was assuming that it would come out the other side, and never appeared on the other side of the moon.
The other night, and I'm going to say this before I let you go. We're going to be up against a break, but the other night we were over at our brother's house, and this is on the weekend, Sunday night, and we're high up in the mountains in Burbank, and and the moon on Sunday night was gorgeous. It was huge and it was bright, and I kept staring. I couldn't stop staring at it all night. And I had this weird vision that I was going to look up at the moon and see a puff of smoke coming off of it, like a meteor hit it or something, right? An asteroid hit it.
It was calling to you.
Right. And I was tripping out. I thought, man, am I having some kind of precog? Is there something going on here? Am I going to look up and actually see this? Is it going to happen this week? Do I mention this on the show? Do I just let it go? Yeah. But it was weird, and I kept all night long walking around in the backyard. Look up, look up, look up, look up. Couldn't take my eyes off.
That's how all my other experiences have happened. I've been compelled to look up. I was compelled to leave the house one time and go get something at the store. And as I was coming over this rise from my house on the road, I saw like a star that shouldn't be there, that's not normally there, much bigger than normal. And once I got up over this rise, it just started glowing blue and then shot off.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
Another one, too. I got home, and I got out of my truck, and I was just compelled once again to look up into the sky and saw, it almost looked, not like an explosion, but a center point that turned into a circle and then collapsed back in on itself. And, that was, another one that just blew my mind, because it was in the same year that I saw both of these things.
Well, what it shows you, Gareth, and thank you for the phone call, but what it shows you, and we talk about it every night, don't we? Things are not what they seem. You got to question everything, and just go out there and experience. And when you have those kinds of sightings and that kind of confirmation and the little being that you saw and things like that, that's all you need. You don't need anybody to tell you that these things are not happening. It's just no.
And if you have these experiences, you can't deny it. After you've seen something, at that early age, I just kind of knew then that I was like, okay, something's going on. And
yeah, I know.
You have to pay attention. When something yells at you to go out and look, you certainly have to do it.
Oh, man.
And share those experiences, as crazy as they seem.
Thank you so much, Gareth. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Jimmy.
And you have a great weekend. Be safe.
You too, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Another great phone call. That's it. This is why I love Fader Night. Right there. You guys are the best. If you're on hold, stay right there. I'll get to everybody tonight. I always do. It's Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Network and KGRA The Planet. More of your phone calls are next. Stay with me.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
This is KGRA Digital Broadcasting Station, Salt Lake City, Utah, Van Buren, Arkansas.
Does your basement or crawl space have a damp, musty smell? Well, watch out! That's a sign of too much moisture and not enough ventilation. And that can mean increased mold growth and the buildup of harmful toxins and gases. Don't bother with a dehumidifier. It just circulates the same unhealthy air. Now there's a better way to remove these dangers and odors. It's with the computerized Wave Moisture Control Unit that reduces moisture and expels pollutants.
We replaced our old dehumidifier with the Wave unit, and in only 3 weeks, our basement is dry and the musty smell is gone.
Wave units require no maintenance, no buckets of water or filters, and costs only pennies a day to run. Breathe better, live healthier with an affordable, no-maintenance Wave unit. Call 888-717-WAVE, 888-717-WAVE, or visit dryhealthyhome.com. Dryhealthyhome.com.
Ride the wave. Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Hello, I'm Katie, and you're listening to my main man, Jimmy Church, on jimmychurchradio.com.
Hi, this is Ray Hobbs here, repping the planet, and you're listening to my good friend, Jimmy Church, Fade to Black, on the Game Changer Network and the KGRA Digital Broadcast Station.
This is Toby Kebbell. You're listening to jimmychurchradio.com. Don't hurt me, Jimmy. I'm only little.
Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier. And this is Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers. Yes. We are of the Honey Brothers. Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier. And I'm Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers. And you're listening to Jimmy Church. The Revolution.
Ancient Life Oil. Life-changing. The real oil. CBD is truly Ancient Life Oil from the source. This oil has no psychoactive effect and is also legal in all 50 states. When you're healthy, you're happy. The truth about this wonderful plant is that it wants to give back to mankind life, longevity, and happiness. Ancient Life Oil are golden grade, all organic, non-GMO, and infused with high-quality liquid coconut oil. It's simple. Just go to ancientlifeoil.com today. That's ancientlifeoil.com. The best, purest, organic, and non-GMO CBD in the world. Go Beckley Tappy. The statements made regarding these products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Please consult your healthcare professional about potential interactions or other possible complications before using any product.
This is Micah Hanks of the Gralien Report, and you're listening to Jimmy Church on Fade to Black, across the globe on the Game Changer Radio Network and the one and only KGRA Radio, The Planet.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Open lines all night long, 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. If you're on hold, stay there. I'll get to you. Let's see. Let's go to area code. Man, is that area code 443? You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, it's Rob, Jimmy.
Hey, Rob. How are you?
Actually, I wanted to touch on something a caller talked about a little earlier ago, a few calls ago, about the people listening on your cell phone and getting advertisements.
Right.
What's killing me is how oblivious people are to this. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have come to me or I've been around. They say, "That is so weird. I was just talking about this." And this advertisement pops up on my phone.
I know.
Then I tell them, and I'm like, it's because, I try to explain to them what's going on, and they look at me like I'm crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people accept it, but most people are like, yeah, right,
They think it's coincidence.
Yeah, that's what they say all the time. Look, what a coincidence. I was just talking about this.
Right.
And George Norrie says there are no coincidences, and I totally believe that.
I totally believe that too. And look, when you I'll just make something up off the cuff, but you're a guy, and I don't know you personally, but I don't know if you shop for shoes online, right? Probably not. Right? Have you ever shopped for shoes online? Right. And you and your buddy one day just have a conversation about Air Jordans. And then you've got Nike ads popping up. Exactly. It's just like, wait a minute. I know I've never clicked on that. I know that I haven't. It's bizarre, man.
I have an example. It just happened like 2 nights ago. My granddaughter, my wife were talking about teeth, and as they were talking, my wife gets on her cell phone and there's an ad for teeth whitening.
Yeah, what are the odds? See, that's the thing. Like George says, right? There are no coincidences.
It never popped up before, ever.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, there it is.
Yep. And what's frustrating with me, and Rob, I'll be straight once again with this. If they said they were doing it, okay. But when they say that they're not doing it, they're trying to make fools out of everybody. Right there, they are lying. They're lying. And when I wrote the article, and I clearly said they are lying, because I know.
I believe we've been being lied to for a long time about a lot of things, but this is just another one.
I'm going to get to the bottom of it, though, man. I am going to ride this out. Last week on Coast to Coast, I mentioned this nationwide. I've written now 2 articles about it. I've spoken about it every day, and this is how this works. It's called the universe, right? You put the message out there and you will get your answer. Somebody's going to come back to me. I'm going to have an insider. I'm going to have some code writer. I'm going to have somebody come to me and give me what I need to know. And I am going to go public, and I am not going to stop. I'll be the martyr. I will, man. I will. I'll take one for the team. This is just...
Just keep up good work, Jimmy.
Thank you, Rob. Be safe and be well out there, my friend.
All right, thanks. You too, buddy.
Have a good night. See, everybody is going through this. It's not just me. The amount of email and comments from people where they're saying the exact same thing. I'm talking about it. You know, I'm walking through a store. I'm in my car. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I have a conversation with somebody, and the next thing you know, and I know that I've never shopped or clicked or anything, but now I'm flooded with these ads. And I've had some really, really good examples for it, too, as well. Let's go to area code 619. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
That must be me. This is, hold on to your seatbelts. It's Abraham Hamlet.
Hey, man,
well,
how are you?
Me Abraham.
How are you, man?
I am Abraham Hamlet because, you know, I'm always quoting Hamlet all the time, and I'm Abraham, and I figured out Abraham and Hamlet. They share hand together, right?
Yeah, I would say that there's a connection. Easy to make.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so what's on your mind tonight, Abraham Hamlet?
Well, I am here next to Burbank, and I parked here so that I could be part of the Disclosure Fest and have a place to park. You know, I live in my van, you know, I enjoy the van life, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was wondering, where should I go? San Fernando Boulevard?
Where do you want to go?
Well, I'd like to go. Are there any Whole Foods restaurants in Burbank?
Whole Foods in Burbank.
No, not with natural foods, you know.
Oh, man. No, I don't do, Abraham, I'm going to be straight, man. I don't do health food restaurants. I couldn't tell you one. I can tell you where there's a good steakhouse.
Yeah, I know that. Right.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't visit those places. I know it sounds strange, doesn't it? It sounds strange, but I can tell you where to get a good burger. I can tell you where to get a good steak, some ribs. But no, I don't know of any. I just off the top of my head, I have no clue.
Oh, well, okay. Well, anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I filled out the forms for the Soul Tech gallery. I get my money tomorrow. And, around 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to put down my money and I'm going to get my van up there for August 7th.
Oh,
and I'm going to stay there the whole time. And, I'm going to look forward to seeing you because, I always feel better when I see you, Jimmy, you know?
Right on, Abraham. Road trip.
Yeah, road trip. Hey, anyway, Day the Earth Stood Still, Michael Rennie. How come I don't hear Michael Rennie's birthday when it comes out?
Ah, when is it?
Good. Well, that's for you to research.
See, you need to hold on for a second. Michael, I'll do it for you right now. Michael Rennie. Love that guy, by the way, man. Michael Rennie was amazing in that movie. His birthday is next month, August 25th. All right.
It's Virgo, huh?
Okay. So I'll give you a special Michael Rennie shout out.
Okay. One more thing. I'm the only guy that I know, and I haven't heard anybody else mention this, but when Michael Rennie, as the space guy, goes to his ship, followed by that little boy.
Yep.
He goes on his computer and he speaks his own language on the computer. And I think I'm the only one who knows what he said.
Well, up at Soul Tech, you're going to tell me.
I can't. I got to wait till then.
Oh, you want to do it right now? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a short little thing.
Okay, what is it? What does he say?
It says, micro pubao operato.
Yes.
Denso implitet.
Right.
Yarbo tali axo bedetto berengi degus.
That's right.
That's what he said.
That's right. What does it mean?
Well, I haven't got I've been trying to figure out what it means, but I think at the end he says Barretto Berengi Degas means make sure you bring the gas for the day the earth stood still.
Ah. Are you messing with me?
No,
okay. All right. Because that sounds right to me. I mean, there you go. Well, Abraham, be safe out there on the road, man, and I hope you find the restaurant that you're looking for.
The restaurant at the end of the universe? I'll bring my towel.
Have a great, safe night, Abraham.
You too.
Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And Abraham cruising around in his van out there in Burbank. Let's go to area code 304. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
This is Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
This is not Jimmy. This is Kevin, Jimmy.
Oh, hey, Kevin. This is
from
Jimmy.
West Virginia.
Hi, Kevin.
I'm doing fine.
How are you?
Doing fine.
What's on your mind?
Fader night.
Yes, it is. It's the best night of the week, man. No joke.
I want to start off. I just want to say this. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, you're pretty good there, Kevin. Pretty good there,
Thank
my
you.
friend. All right. So what's on your mind, man?
Just listening to a lot of different subjects been brought up. That's why I like Fader Night. Yeah, as far as this thing with the NSA, go all the way. We're behind you.
Yeah, I know. I have the feeling it's going to get darker before it gets brighter. You know, and that's really the truth. But I've said way too much publicly, right? So I've taken the steps forward. I can't step back. I've made my decision on this, and I feel very passionate about it. I don't like this community and this world to be lied to, and I'll stand up for all of you. I'm not kidding about this. It just infuriates me. Just infuriates me. I've caught him, right? I've caught him red-handed twice. You know, so that's it. That's it. I'm done. We'll see what happens. Like
You're
I
done.
said, it's you know, as they say, be careful what you wish for, right? But
you may get it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about to happen. So we'll see. We'll see. You put the message out to the universe. It has a way of answering back. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, it does.
Anything else, Kevin?
No, just enjoy listening to the show. I heard you originally on Coast, and now I've followed you over here, Fade to Black.
Thank you, Kevin.
And I'm a Fadernaut.
And you're
Thank
a
you.
Fadernight. Thank you, Kevin. No, and welcome to the family. But thank you for all of that, my friend.
Same here, Jimmy. Have a great night.
You too, man. Be safe.
All right.
Yeah, be safe out there. Thank you for the phone call. Yeah, man. This.
All right.
Yep. Thank you. Oh, I actually. Thank you, Kevin. I actually hung up on the wrong line. Oh, you gotta love it. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Oh, this is Nick. This is Nick from Fraser Park.
Nick from Fraser Park. Which Fraser Park? Right here? Fraser Park
Right
down Fraser Park down the street?
Up to 5.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Well, you know the 5 goes right through Burbank.
It does.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's first of all, I just want to thank you for being so cool, man, at Disclosure Fest last weekend.
Oh man, you were there? Did we?
Yeah, me and my buddy Todd glad to meet you.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
How you doing? We're doing good. Sucking on a few tall cans in the single wide.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, was Disclosure Fest amazing? Oh man,
It was awesome.
I mean, you know, for those out there that didn't go, that are hearing us talk about, you know, thousands and thousands of people, and it was all that. I could not believe the throng. When it got its stride, I remember when we first got there, you know, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and, you know, there's a few thousand people there, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe this is going to be it. And then at about 2 o'clock, right? About 2 o'clock, you couldn't walk. And it was 35 acres, just full, packed to the brim. You know, they ran out of food.
Yeah, and the eye candy was amazing too.
Yeah, the eye candy was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was. I don't know what Woodstock was like, but that was pretty cool. Did you now? Okay, so there was everything that was going on one side with all of the lectures and the stages and everything, but over on the other side of the park, the what do you call it? The school bus. Did you go over there?
Cool.
Did you go over there and check that out?
I checked that out, and that crazy looking ice cream truck.
Yeah, that crazy ice cream truck, and Adrian was telling us about that, right? About the puppets, and it's a musical act, and you've got to see that. There was like 1,000 people in front of that ice cream truck losing their minds, man. It was crazy.
It was definitely something I've never experienced. And the only reason we even went down there is because my buddy turned me on to Fade to Black a few months back, and I've been hooked ever since. And he wanted to meet you really bad. So the reason we went down there was just to get a picture with Jimmy.
Oh, man.
I had no intentions of checking out the whole festival, but then I stuck. He was like, "This is awesome."
It was so cool.
I've never experienced.
Yeah, and I did. I got the picture, by the way. So thank you for that.
Awesome.
But yeah, what a great event, man. I mean, everybody there just so warm-hearted, and everybody just awakened and having fun, and the presentations and the panel and all of that was great, and the movie and the film, all of that, it was just awesome. But the overall, the size of the crowd being that big, and everybody just tuned in. It was just amazing. And then that school bus, the dancing. Oh my God. It was like 1,000 people just it was like, wow.
Oh,
man, it was crazy. It was something else, no doubt, man. I can't wait for it next year. It's going to be amazing. So there you go.
I'm looking forward to Snowfest.
Yeah. What's your name again?
I'm Nick.
Nick, thank you so much, man, and tell Todd I said yo.
Hey, Todd, he says yo. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, what I was calling about, though, if you don't mind, I had a question. I was listening to Jason Lube the other night, and he was discussing about AI and technology advancing so fast. And then industries just getting completely wiped out by AI, like truck driving, for example.
Right.
And my thoughts are, isn't that, technology's going so quickly that I think it's leading us into the next dark ages.
And that's my whole trip. And that's what I kept, going back to him with is should we be more concerned about not going forward, but maybe going backwards a little bit, or, stopping this train just a little bit so we can stop and assess where we are, where we want to get to. The internet, when it hit in 1995, nobody knew how to build a website. Nobody knew about infrastructure. Nobody knew where it was going to take us. Nobody knew anything. And the next thing you know, 5 years later, video stores and CDs are out of business. We didn't have a way to assess, stop and smell the flowers a little bit and figure out how to work our way through it. We it was like Walter Payton, taking the football, putting his head down and just running. And we haven't stopped, so yeah, I'm a little concerned about this, I
remember when Prodigy came out and it was like, oh my God, you could check the weather on this thing.
Yeah, I know. Mozilla. And so, and the other part, when he brought up, I know that autonomous cars are our future. And I realize that we've always wanted this, right? Automatic cars. We've been talking about this since the 1950s. The city of the future. Okay, I get all of that. But we can't, Jason was right. If you want a job today and you need a job, you can go to a truck driving school, get a job driving a truck, make really good money, never see your family again, but make good money, get on the road and be secure. And he's right. That's a huge part of our economy. And the families that are taken care of in the homes and the part of the economy that it fits into, automated trucking is not the way to go. And just to even pursue it, I think is a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
I mean, it wipes out so many jobs, and if there's no income, there's no one to spend money to purchase what they're selling.
Thank you. That's exactly the point. That's exactly it. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, man. And like I said, tell Todd I said yo. And it was really great hanging out with you guys at Disclosure Fest, and I really mean that. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. We're creating a Fraser Park chapter. You're gaining fans up here quickly.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Have a great night.
All right, man. You good night. You too.
And he's absolutely right. That scares the crap out of me. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Oh, Jimmy.
Yes.
It is. That was the metal way to say inquire within.
Hey, man, how are you? That was cool, man. Do it again. Say Fade to Black like that.
Okay, here we go.
Do it.
There,
Man. So that's what's, when vocalists have that ability, and I watch and listen to that, it just blows my mind, man. That just blows my mind. So how you doing tonight? You ready for Soul Tech?
Oh man, I gotta bring a bunch of extra pairs of drawers for that.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be an amazing weekend, and looking forward to it. You're debuting your next release, your next CD up there for all of the FADERNIGHTs, and I think that's really, really cool. And they're all looking forward to it. And so, in advance, thank you so much.
No, thank all of you. It's kind of blowing my mind, and the pressure is on me now, I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah, man. Be careful what you wish for. I say it every day.
Yeah. Yep, I know. I've been thinking about that. But what I was calling for tonight was, I'm curious what your kind of go-to is, or if you have people come up to you that aren't familiar with any of these sort of disclosure-based topics, or entry level, someone that's just now starting to try to get into it, where would you direct people to go to ease them into all this?
Ooh, man. You know what I would do? I'd take them to Fade to Black. That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
Good answer right there.
That's what I would do, because we have interviewed the broadest of spectrum of guests, right? From entertainers and actors and researchers and authors and experiencers on all levels of history, of ufology, of the paranormal, of ghosts, to NDE, to contactees and abductees, film directors. It's all there. And it's not, and this is the other thing, Inquire, if I can just call you Inquire, your first name is Inquire, think about that, is this. There is something to be said about going back and investigating, throw them a softball, something that they know about, which is the Great Pyramid. Kind of start them off there, throw them an underarm, slow pitch, right? Because they know about the Great Pyramid, and just kind of ease them in, because everything is connected, right? And so go there, and then and that's what I would do. I would stay right on Fade to Black, and it's not because if I was on the outside, looking back within. You like that, right? And and was doing that. Fade to Black would be my go-to thing, just like Coast to Coast back in the day, right? So yeah, I would. Everything that they need is right here, and then they can go out and pick up books and different websites and get all of the information that they need off of each show. But that's what I would do. You know, and plus, Fade to Black isn't hardcore in that there's no bad language, there's no violence, there's nothing crazy going on here. You're not going to offend anybody. You know, it's a pretty good, safe zone to go into, and that all of the guests are the best. You know, no matter where they are coming from, they're all the best. So they're always going to get the best that there is out there as far as information goes.
The answer was right in front of me this whole time, Jimmy. How did I not see it?
Inquire within. You're just too close to the fire, man. Too close to the fire. But
I know.
Well, listen, I'll see you later, but tell everybody where they can go and listen to your stuff right now.
Oh, just go to OnStellar. Forget about the other stuff. Find me there, and then from OnStellar, you can find the links to the other places hosting the content. But pretty soon, OnStellar is going to be able to host stuff.
Yep. And this weekend, and thank you for that. OnStellar.com, Inquire Within. It's right there. But we're going to be doing, I think on Saturday, a live streaming test.
With Bobby.
Yeah, think about that, man. It's going to happen. It's going to be great. Inquire. I'm
excited.
I got to take a commercial break right here, my friend. So I'm going to say thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all that you do. I'll see you later, and I'll talk to you later. But you're going to be up at Soul Tech too as well. Thank you so much, my friend.
See ya.
Thank you. Inquire Within, right there. Right there. Rock stars calling into the show. You got to love that. Did you hear the Fade to Black? Fade to Black. I don't know how singers do that, man. That's real cool. All right. I'm going to take a break. It's open lines all night long. It's Thursday night, Fader Night. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. We'll be right back. More of your phone calls are next. Stay with me.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
Always on the edge of the hottest alternative talk. Jimmy Church with Fade to Black. KGRARadio.com.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
Hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires. This year we've experienced more than our fair share. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and last month I decided to make sure my family does not have to worry about food should we get caught in a real emergency situation. Introducing Numana, a healthy, storable product that tastes so good that you'll want to eat it every day instead of just during those times of duress. All Numana products have a 25-year shelf life, are MSG and GMO-free, no preservatives, and are made in America. With the Numana pack in your home, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you've protected your family. Not only have I tasted and tested, I own it. Now you can too. Just click on the Numana banner on JimmyChurchRadio.com and use the promo code Jimmy when you order. In addition to a discount, we'll send you an autographed Fade to Black t-shirt. Seriously, go Beckley Tappy.
Do you worry a lot? Whether you're a college student, busy professional, parent, or grandparent, ongoing stress and elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol can rob your memory, your health, and your future. Now you can combat the effects of stress and anxiety while improving your memory and recall at the same time with the dietary supplement Calm and Clever. Studies show that the ingredients in Calm and Clever reduce cortisol by as much as 30% in 1 to 2 weeks. Call 1-800-758-8746 or calmandclever.com.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA. KGRARadio.com.
Hi, folks. What can I say without making claims? CBD is truly the buzzword for health. What does it do? Government institutions will not allow me to say what this wonderful oil does for us. But I can say it's non-GMO and organic. I can say it's 0.003 THC, which in plain English means you won't get high. There are those that want to squash your freedom to buy natural products. Fight back with your purchase power. In the end, it is you that takes care of your health. Go to ancientlifeoil.com. One more time, ancientlifeoil.com.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back to Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Thursday night, Fader night. And 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. So you guys mentioned earlier in Twitter about doing some trivia tonight. So I walked around the bunker, and I've got about, probably, I don't know, maybe about 50 books right in front of me and a stack of DVDs, right? A collection right here. So if you guys want to do that, then I've put the stack of stuff together, and let's have some fun with that too as well. Okay? All right? You stump me, you get a book. You stump me, and you get a book. All right. Let's go back to the phones. Let's see. Let's go to area code 401. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Who's this?
My name's Thomas.
Hey, Thomas, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I just want to let you know about my buddy, Corey Good.
What?
I knew him since I was about 13 years old.
Okay.
All right. We both were underground.
You and Corey.
Right.
So Corey knows who you are?
Yeah.
And what was your name again?
My code name is Gonzalez.
You were Gonzalez.
I am Gonzalez.
Really? Okay. All right. Should I get Corey on the phone right now?
Yes, you should. Actually, you should get Corey on the phone, because the last time I saw him, he was about 13 years old. He was about 13 years old. He was hugging me. I'll tell you what, they mess with our minds. I'll tell you that.
When was the last time you talked to Corey?
Last time I talked to Corey.
Yeah, when was the last time you talked to Corey?
Physically, 1983.
1983. Okay, what about not physically?
Non-physically, a lot.
Okay, all right.
I have the same abilities as Corey, except I have autism.
Okay, what's the message? What's the message you want to give to Corey?
Well, Sigmund did lose everything. He's no longer with us.
Okay.
He passed away. He's gone.
Okay, keep going.
All right.
I'm actually messaging right now with Corey.
All right. David probably want to talk to me as well.
Okay, well, let's see.
I'm going to tell you, I thought I was a 91 Delta. I was operating room technician specialist in the Army.
Okay?
Okay.
I went in at 17 years old. Okay? I was in the reserves. On a weekend, before I went to basic training, they took us to a Delaware base from people from all over New England, or a bunch of reservists. There was supposed to be 21 of us. 18 of us went underground. They took us in a subway that had no windows, and they said it went really, really fast. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then they put this bar over our heads, blank, which Corey calls blank slating. Okay? They did that to all of us. We went inside this building. It was like a regular door. We went in, and it was a giant fountain. Okay? We went in single file into the fountain, and there was a woman and two other people behind her chanting. We had to dip into the fountain up to our necks. Just our heads were visible. And then they chanted some more, and then we came out of the thing, and then we went into the egg-shaped seats. Okay? And from there was all kinds of tones, visualizations.
Okay, listen, you have to turn me down in the background, Gonzalez.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's just my real name's Thomas. Gonzalez was just my code name.
Okay. Okay, I got it. I'm letting Corey know all of this.
Corey's last name, in fact, Corey and my family go way back. Corey Good with an E is short for good wife. He has Puritan background. Okay? My last name is Hand, Hand. I'm English, Irish, French, and Montaukett Indian. My family founded with 8 other families Montauk. Okay?
Did you know Corey from Texas or just from the program?
Corey was bussed in just underground, just like I was.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm listening.
In fact, it even goes back further than that. I mean, it goes back. I was 8 years old too. I was chosen at 8 years old myself.
When where were you this time last year? Were you here or were you off planet?
I was here. I'm more think of my name. Thomas is terrestrial. Corey is celestial. Corey did more. Between when Corey and I, it's a lot to explain, my brother. There's a lot to explain. But the only time that he laughed is when they had the girl with the green skin, and they passed around the wine glasses. He was actually, Corey was very violent at first. You know, when I first got introduced to Corey, he was pushing people away and everything like that. He was very, very violent. But then the girl with the woman with the white hair, she calmed him down, and she told Corey that I was his big brother, and he was my little brother. And then he hugged me.
Well, what is it? You know, because Corey is, I know where Corey is right now, so he may not. I'm texting him, but my point is this: if he doesn't listen to the show right now, which he can, what is it that you would want to tell?
I can speak better through the mind. It's hard for me to perform the words because when we were up there, we were communicating by thought, and it's. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's how we communicated.
Well, Gonzalez, what I want you to do, what is it that you could say right now for Corey that only
Can I stay on the line and you can take my information and have him contact me or have David contact me? I mean, there's a lot to go through.
Well, you can always email me.
I don't. I'm off the grid. I'm off the grid. I'm 52. I'm going to be 53 pretty soon.
Well, okay. Well, this is. I do have your phone number right here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you don't have to worry about that part. But what is it that you could say to Corey right now that only you and Corey would know? So when he listens to this,
I'm proud of him that he's got a family. All the stuff that we went through. He looks like he turned out well. Me, I went through the ringer. In fact, when the day I left, the woman with the white hair, he knew her by name. I thought I spoke. We didn't speak through names. She was crying. She was crying, and we were both crying. And it was. And then I went. We left. I left the train. We got back on the train, left, and it was a sergeant there. He came back around and he hit us again with the mind wipe. And it was weird because I was looking, because the day before, I was on a Saturday, I was looking, the sun was off to my right. But the day on that Sunday, the sun was at the same time, the sun wasn't on my right, it was about 40 degrees behind him.
Okay, hold on for a second. The last summer, I'm going to say it was last summer, somebody else called in that said he was Gonzalez too as well.
No, that wasn't me.
And yeah,
that wasn't me.
And then
he's going to tell you about the red-haired giants. I got woken up by 3 red-haired giants. They were outside my house, and they were they were pissed.
Right. Well, what I was going to say,
they yell and they call. They wipe out all the animals around your area. They kill the deer.
Right.
Other people call them Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Right. Well, well, like I was going to say, Thomas, is there something that only Corey would know and you would know that you could say right now, so he would know that this is actually you? I think that's very important.
If you remember his hugging me, if you remember I got long blonde hair. All right, dark blue eyes. My father used to call me Triangle. I used to walk. Because I had autism, I used to walk my feet, just the balls of my feet, and I had skinny arms, and my arms just wave, that's and I walked like I was 8 feet tall.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
And Sigmund is my father.
Okay. Well, very interesting. Hopefully,
I know it sounds weird and everything like that, but I'm telling you who I am.
No, this is what those experiences that all of you have gone through are heavy ones, and when people out there listen to this.
Then I joined the Navy after, and I had a top secret clearance. I was in crypto, radioman.
Right. Well,
same thing when I was in the Army. When I was Army Reserve, I qualified for every job, and I took the 91 Delta operating room technician specialist. Pretty much similar to what Demery Smith does, working operating rooms. Okay.
Well, Thomas, I will pass your info on to Corey, and I tried to reach him, but I didn't get through. But we'll see what happens from there, and you can always reach out to me through this show. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Be safe out there, Thomas Gonzalez.
You too, bye-bye.
Okay, man. Thank you so much. Bye. Well, that was interesting. Was that the real Gonzalez? You never know, right? You just don't. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Don't you have school today?
Yes, I do, Jimmy.
So, do you know who just called in? Were you listening?
Yep.
Are you hip to Gonzalez?
Yep.
You are. You're hip to Gonzalez. So, you follow Corey Good, Mika?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dad does, though.
No, that's something your
That's
dad. Your dad's going to have to sit down and take you through that story. There's a really good comic book out there, though, and there you go. So, let's see here. Okay, what's on your mind tonight, my friend?
Well, first you lure me into Area 51, then you show me a show with boobies in it. What's wrong?
Say that again. What? Don't be so excited. Bring it down a notch. Okay, say that again.
First thing first, you try and take me into Area 51 and make me try and get arrested with you.
Yep.
By the camo dudes.
Yep.
Then next, you show me Star Trooper or Ship Trooper, whatever it is, and it has violence in it.
Oh, there's no violence in that.
Boobies.
That's fun violence.
What?
You're shooting up insect aliens. I'm sure you are playing video games that are worse than that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
All right. See, so there you go. But that's funny that you pointed that out. What'd you think about Starship Troopers? That's one of my favorite documentaries.
Yeah, definitely.
You're supposed to
I find it very funny, though.
No, there's some really good parts in that. It's a very, very funny movie. But it gets serious too as well. But
yes.
That is one of the funnest movies. Whenever it's on, Mika, I watch it every time. What about
that's true.
What about Galaxy Quest?
I haven't seen that yet.
What?
Just yet.
Okay. Take out a pen. Take out a pen right now.
Okay.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
That's your next movie. See, and that's
okay, Jimmy.
See, and that's what you do. That's what's great about this show, Mika. You can call in. You're halfway around the world, and we're friends. And you're my producer at large out there in Dover, United Kingdom. But you can call in here for the guidance that you need on your little journey here. But you've got to watch Galaxy Quest, man. You've got to watch Galaxy Quest. The next time you call in, I want to hear you say, yeah, I watched Galaxy Quest, and it was amazing. You're going to love that movie.
Okay, Jim, definitely. I will do that.
Have I ever been wrong?
No, you've never been wrong.
No. I'm very rarely wrong, and Rita needs to hear that more often. So what else is on your mind, man? What's going on? What are you going to do in school today?
I'm just going to be chilling at school today, like learning the usuals, math SFA. It's just, same old things.
Are you kind of famous now?
I am kind of famous.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm proud of you. Do other friends of yours at school, do they go back and listen to Fade to Black when you're on this show?
Yeah.
They do? Wow.
Yes, they do. And Mum comes in, obviously.
Oh, that is just so cool. Now, okay, let me ask you this. What do your friends think about me? They think
you're pretty cool.
They do. The youngsters, huh? They think I'm pretty cool. That's what I want to hear. And only because you and your friends and that entire generation that's on this planet right now are important to me and all of us. We want you guys to grow up to be safe, cool, smart, and have a beautiful planet around you. We want all of that, but we need you to carry on, right? You're the next generation. So after I depart this beautiful blue marble of ours, I need you to be hosting your own radio show. And when somebody calls up and says, hey, what got you into this, Mika? And you can go, well, this guy, Jimmy Church, that's what I need. And I think I'm in good hands, don't you? I think I'm in good hands. I think you're going to do just fine.
Yes. Yeah. And I will accept your challenge. I will.
Mika, thank you so much, man. And have a great day in school today. And just go and do your thing. So, what's the deal? Do you have fans now? Do you have the groupies? Do you have the?
Yeah.
You do. Wow. What's it like? Okay, so you guys have a cafeteria, right?
No.
How do you eat? Where do you eat during the day?
Well, at school we eat in a hall.
That's what I said, a
upstairs.
Hall. Okay.
I know.
Okay, cafeteria, hall, okay, I get that. Okay, so but when you walk in for lunch, are you like the dude?
Yeah. I'm just like, hey, look at me, guys. I don't take no mercy.
Okay. Yeah, keep the ego in check. This is where now, Mika, this is where you need to practice being cool. Now you got to practice being cool. All right?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. All the fun and the fame and all of that, that's going to happen anyway. It's already happened. So now you pull it back into cool mode. Now you're just cool. All right? Do that
and
for me.
Mummy and Daddy keep on making me meditate, and they're helping me.
That's it. You've got to do all of that and keep yourself where you need to be. All right? I'm here for you.
Yeah. Okay, sure thing.
All right, man.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you, Mika. Have a great day, okay?
I will.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right, Mika.
Bye. Bye.
That is our producer at large, Mika, all the way from the United Kingdom. And I posted some pictures of our next generation that was at Disclosure Fest. And I tweeted them out and got them out there. The comfort that all of you have in seeing those pictures, knowing that this is what is going on. He just said he meditates. He's 9. That is woke, right? He's right there. He's right where he needs to be. He's got his podcast now, and Galaxy Quest is next. He just got Starship Troopers out of the way, and his life's mission right now at that age is to who built Eddie Van Halen's amps? Come on, Scott Jose. Everybody knows that, man. Come on, Scott. You got to come stronger. Is that he wants to go to Area 51, and he understands these things. And I am just so cool. You mean humble, Jimmy, humble. Yeah, Sabrina, I did mean that, but, I'm live on the air right now. Sometimes the right words just don't come as quickly as they should. All right, if you're on hold, stay right there. I'm going to take a break right now. I don't want to take any phone calls right now because I would have to just turn around and say goodbye as quickly as I said hello. So let's take our break right now. I'll come back, continue this amazing, fantastic Fader Night with all of you. Now, like I said, I went ahead and collected some books. You want to go toe-to-toe? You want to play Stump the Panel? We'll do some trivia. This is Fade to Black. I'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. This is Rob Halford, the Metal Guard on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
This is KGRA Digital Broadcasting Station. Salt Lake City, Utah. Van Buren, Arkansas.
Okay, nurse, let's get this man to the ER stat.
Right away, doctor.
We see this every day. Heart attack or angina pain due to blocked and clogged arteries. Chelation can remove obstructions or blockages from arteries and help avoid painful and expensive surgery. Now there's Angioprim. It's a liquid oral chelation product that you take with juice. You start to feel the results fast. Angioprim increases blood flow all over the body, and that means more energy and strength to take on the day with less aches and pains. 60 years of research has gone into chelation, and Angioprim is the result. A safe and easy way to unblock your veins and arteries from buildup that slow circulation.
Paging Dr. Jones. Please report to the emergency room right away.
Log on now for a special radio offer from Angioprim. That's angioprim.com/radio. ANGIOPRIM. Angioprim.com/radio or call 877-882-7221. That's 877-882-7221.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Your contact for current news and trending topics. KGRARadio.com.
What can I say about the most popular tea on the internet? And what do customers say about Life Change Tea at GetTheTea.com? A lot. But by federal law, we at GetTheTea.com cannot make claims to how this product can enhance your health. We cannot even post our testimonies without being in compliance. So how do we get past the hump? Try our products at GetTheTea.com and see for yourself. You can send us a testimony, but we just can't post it. Bummer. Our products are GMO-free and organic. We pride ourselves in being the best we can be, and we urge you to take charge of your health. We're 11 years strong, and many of our customers have shared their successes with friends and family. Protect your colon. Log on to GetTheTea.com. That's GetTheTea.com. GetTheTea.com. GetTheTea.com.
Did you know that when you're on the road with limited data or Wi-Fi available, you can still listen to every minute of Fade to Black by just calling 605-562-4482. No smartphone, app, or internet needed. It saves your data plan and no extra cost if you have unlimited minutes. Just call 605-562-4482. You can listen to me, Jimmy Church, on any phone, anytime, anywhere. Go Beckley Tappy.
You want to know a secret? I love ponies. I really love ponies. I'm serious. I couldn't stay sane without ponies to brush.
Why fade to black? Because you never got that pony, damn it.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. It's Thursday night. It is Fader Night. Open lines all night long. 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. All right. Let's go back to the phones. And like I said, you know, just for you guys, you want to play Stump the Panel, we'll do just that. Let's go to area code. Oh, right here in Los Angeles, 323. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing good. Who's this?
All right, this is Dave in South L.A.
Hey, Dave. How are you, man?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
On the East Coast.
Oh, what does that mean?
I'm visiting family out here.
Oh, okay. What part?
I'm in the lower Hudson Valley.
The lower Hudson. Now, are you going to go out and look at the skies? That's the place to do.
I did that already. Found the Big Dipper.
There is some things going on in Hudson Valley, man. Beautiful part of the country, though.
All right. I got the trivia question and a Hudson Valley sighting from my younger days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Trivia question. Anybody can name one song by Foghat, but can you name two songs by Foghat?
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
I just want to make love to you. I just want to make love to you. I'll do that, and then I'll do Honey Hush. I didn't even say Slow Ride. I didn't even say Slow Ride. Now, are you impressed?
I am impressed, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man. There you go. Love Foghat, man. Lonesome Dave, the singer. Just an amazing band.
All right. My sighting goes back to the late 70s. So you and I are about the same age.
Right.
So it was about the late 70s. And I grew up in a small town that had a private, one-engine propeller plane airport. So this is a small town, and the house, my parents' home, overlooked the airport. It's kind of in a valley, that had a lake in the bottom, and on the other side was the runway. You could see it from our living room. So one night, I'm going out, taking a look at the stars and stuff, not too bad. And I noticed about a dozen lights that are flying in these patterns. And I look at them. Some of them are going in circles, like they got about 8 different, I'm calling them ships, but 8 different lights moving in circles. Some of them are going from a main light, and then they're going off to the side, and then coming back doing a 180. And this kept up for a few minutes, and I'm like, so nobody else, somebody's got to see this. So I went into the house, got my mother, and she and I stood out there. I tried to take a picture, but we had a Kodak Instamatic, didn't make it. But, so we watched it for about 15, 20 minutes, and, got a little bored with it. You didn't have anybody to contact, and you didn't want to let too many people know, so we kind of like, okay, well, we didn't get abducted, so let's go back in. And, so we went back in. I brought it up to now, this is a few years later, sitting around with my family tonight, and I talked to my mother, and I said, do you remember that UFO sighting? And she's like, yes. Like, did not forget a bit of it. So she's in her 80s.
And what did she say?
Quite clearly.
What did she say?
She said, there were the lights, and they were, moving in circles and flying in patterns. And, we went in, and I said, you got a little anxious there when I, took the flash picture. She's like, I didn't want to get, abducted. So, that's a little experience there. And my
was this during? Hey, David, was this during the craziness of the Hudson Valley? Was it during that period?
I think so. I mean, I didn't know about it while it was happening, but of course these things weren't chronicled too well.
Right.
So now that I go back and see all these other sightings, so it's part of that era.
Well, when you said Instamatic, right?
With a flash cube.
Yeah, with the flash cube. Do you remember those days when you had a box of flash cubes, right? And that's all you could do. You ran out of flash cubes, you put the camera away.
And they blinded you.
They blinded you. Remember, they would spin. So you got 4 shots on a cube, right? Yeah. They would spin on the camera. Man, I miss those days. When I was in 6th grade, this will bring back memories for everybody. When I was in 6th grade, all I wanted for my birthday was a Kodak Instamatic 110, right, with the mini cartridges, right? Because that was the hip, cool thing to have, was a 110, a nice little tiny camera. And
didn't have to load the film.
Yeah, but I got it. I got my little Kodak 110 with the whole photo package with the case, and it came with a package of the flash cubes. And I was in, man. I was so in. I was so happy when I got that camera. And those were the days, man.
That was a big event, getting a camera.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal for everybody. It was a real big deal. Well, I want to thank you for that memory and the description of the way you remember it. If you think about it, you go back and you read all of those Hudson Valley reports, very similar to what you saw. Very, 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 very similar. And you're a lucky guy to have been part of it.
Yeah. Well, I thank you, and, appreciate the show, of course, and you always do a good job. Your superpower is getting people to tell you what they don't want to tell you. And
I love it.
You have a good night out there.
Yeah, you too, David, and have a great vacation, and we'll see you when you get back.
All right, we'll do.
Thank you so much. That's a great phone call right there. Dave from South LA. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black, area code 203. You're up next.
Good evening, Jimmy.
The ghost of John Lennon. How are you?
I'm good. Is that Rita laughing back there?
No. I'm alone. Don't freak me out. What did you hear?
I heard you, and I heard someone in the back laughing.
It could be anybody. But no, I'm alone, man. Look at the bunker cam. There's nobody here. It must be you. So what's on your mind tonight, John?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm great, man. It's Thursday night. It's Fader night. I'm hanging out with all of you.
So, anything new and exciting?
No, not for me. Not for me. It's I do this every single day. I do my research. I study, and I go through my day and get prepared for 3 hours on Fade to Black. So that's my exciting existence.
I have a suggestion for you.
What's that?
Could you please get someone on to talk about whether Paul is really dead or not? I have no clue myself.
No, well, I could, but I saw the other day, there is, I forget the guy's name that does it, but the car karaoke with Paul. And so I watched it. It was like 30 minutes long. And they went to Paul's childhood home, the apartment, and they went down Penny Lane. But listening to Paul talk about his memories of when he was a child, and they went to his church, and they drove by there where he was a choir boy. I think Paul's still alive. Yeah, I do. I was pretty convinced. See, look, I have listened to and read all of the reports over the years since I was a kid about Paul being dead. And it's part of pop culture. It's part of urban legend. It's all right there. And so I think you're the one that should know. I mean, I think Paul is still alive. Wouldn't Paul be hanging out with you right now if he was dead?
See, I'd say that myself, but I swear a couple of days ago I walked past him and I was like, Paul, and he didn't hear me.
Oh, did it look like... What do you mean? What do you mean? So you had to know.
Well, that's why I called in to see if we can get a guest. I have no clue.
Well, John, I'll see what I can do. I've got a pretty good direct connection to Paul. I got a pretty good direct connection. So maybe let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can. I mean, I literally have a direct connection.
What's this connection?
I can't say that publicly. You know, I can't say that publicly. If I said that publicly, then I lose my confidence, man. But I got him. I got him.
All right, then.
All right. John, be safe and be well. I'll get to the bottom of it, though. I'll see if I can get Paul on this show. I think he's cool enough to do it. And if I can't get Paul on the show, I can get his best friend on the show. How's that?
That works.
Okay. John, be safe and be well up there.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Tell lovely Rita I said hello.
I sure will, John. Thank you so much, my friend. There you go. The ghost of John Lennon. Let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Deb from Sacramento.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
You know, I was holding when John came on the line. I started laughing hysterically. Maybe it's me he heard.
Oh, that was you that was laughing.
Because the last time he called in, you pulled me into the line, and I was totally taken off guard. And then I started talking in that phony British accent. So I was afraid you were going to do that again.
Right. Now, what were the odds that you two... I didn't know. You know, I just answered the phones in order as they are on hold. But so you were on hold at the same time as John was, and I didn't know that.
Trippy, huh?
Yeah, I would have brought you in. So there you go.
Hey, I think, you know the guy that called in and said he was Gonzalez?
Yes.
I'm not going to mention any names on the air, okay? He sounded a lot like a skeptic who has a YouTube channel who trashes Gaia, Corey, and David. So I'm not going to say his name. Sounded a lot like that guy.
Oh.
And you probably know who I'm talking about.
No, so, I don't follow that stuff, Deb. I don't follow it.
Well, I don't follow it either. I found him by accident because I was on last Saturday, I was trying to get the live stream for you guys at Disclosure Fest.
Right.
And I ran into his channel. I'm like, oh, what's this? I clicked, and as soon as I started hearing, I'm like, nope, I'm out. So, But I did find the Disclosure Fest panel that you did and heard it, and you guys were not only informative, you were hilarious. You were all hilarious. You're having such a good time, and I was cracking up. And all I can say is David Wilcock acts like a teenager going through puberty. He needed to spend more time with his wife. He was so funny, his jokes.
Yeah. See what what is really cool about doing a panel like that? Not only for the live audience that was there, and it was big, it was pretty cool, but the live stream, they get to see all of us. Because we know each other so well, we're hanging out, we do that you get to hear an actual conversation, and that everybody up there is going to be who they are. You know, there's not going to be, they don't have to pretend with me, and I'm not going to allow that, right? It's just all of us up there being ourselves, and I think that is something that's very, very special. It was
very organic. It was great. And I love the way you kept putting your face in your hands laughing. I was just cracking up.
Yeah, there were some moments.
You guys were cutting up. It was great.
Yeah, I don't remember that, which is probably a good thing. But I'm being straight, too, because they will answer my questions. Right? And I know that I can just do whatever and they can do whatever they want. And so, I'm sure that it was a really good experience for everybody. And I'm not playing around. I don't remember it, and which is a good thing, because if I remember it, that means right. When I don't remember it, that means it went by really fast. I think it was probably 2 hours. And if it goes by fast and there's nothing major that goes on. There you go. But I remember, I get up on stage, and I shot a video, which nobody has seen yet. But I shot a video of me coming in, stepping over the crowd, right? And I cut through, hey, what's up? And that nobody knew it was me, right? And then they reacted. So anyway, I go up on stage, and I'm shooting a video. I get up there. There's no chairs. I'm like, wait, how can we do a battle with no chairs? And it was just so funny. And in the video, the kids that I brought up on stage, are they in the video at the beginning? Or does it?
I didn't see that.
Oh, I brought up
the video I saw that streamed. It was only an hour and a half long, and when you were up there first, there were chairs, and you were sitting, and then you introduced everybody. And they came up.
Oh, because I brought up some kids out of the audience. I gave them T-shirts. I gave away a hat, and so I brought everybody up on stage really quick, and
cool.
we had that was really, really cool. Anyway, there were no chairs. So I had to delay things until they brought chairs up. So you missed all of that. That was the funniest part. That was the funniest part, watching me try to get chairs to the stage in the middle of this park with 15,000 people running around. But we pulled it off. So
yeah, absolutely. Hey, I think I've got a stumper question for you.
Okay.
Trivia question.
Give it your shot.
Because you're a music guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in the movie West Side Story with Natalie Wood, and in the movie My Fair Lady with Audrey Hepburn, they were both dubbed. Their singing was dubbed with another singing actress. And I'm going to give you a clue who she was. She was in the movie as one of the singing nuns in The Sound of Music. Do you know who it was?
No, I don't. And
oh, wow.
You got me there.
Okay.
No, look. I've seen both movies many, many times, but that's going back a little ways for me. So no, I just got to throw in the towel. Who was it?
Okay, her name's Marnie Nixon. If you Google Marnie Nixon and Sound of Music, it'll probably bring up her picture as the singing nun in the group of nuns.
Now, you know what? That's not what's important. What's important here is how the hell do you know that?
Because I have a background in musical theater.
Okay. Wow.
And so we would study things like that in high school, and those little trivia facts would come out. And, that's just stuff that you learn being in plays and community theater and things like that.
You are a musical pillar of knowledge.
Hey, one question before I let you go.
Sure.
I've looked all over the internet. Where can I watch Above Majestic? Of course, I keep looking and looking. And
it's not released yet. That was a sneak preview. Okay. There are some other things that are going to be done. And there's some graphics that are going to be inserted, some more stuff that is going to be edited into the film. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with some of the stuff that is being done right now. And yes, I know.
I hope they put you into it.
Maybe.
Are they putting you in it?
You never. Oh, I can't. These are big. Stuff like that. Even if I said yes or I said no, there is. We're talking about big Hollywood companies that are behind this, and I can't say anything. I can't.
Okay.
I can't say. I mean, no matter what I know is going on, I can't say. But it's not released yet.
Do you know when it'll be released?
See, you're pushing me. I can't give those answers. What are you doing?
Oh, whoa! Really? We don't even know when to.
What did I just?
It'll be out?
What did I just say?
I thought that you were referring to the contents of the film, not when it would come out.
That's right. And so the release date that'll happen through the movie company, and those details have to get worked out, and then they'll do it. But I promise you this. When I can say these things, I will. When I get the green light, I will. Fair enough?
Well, yeah. But are they releasing it in big movie theaters, or is it something we're going to be able to watch online?
Deb, what did I just say?
All right.
Ask me. Okay, ask me another question about the movie.
No.
Okay, now you're out of questions. Yeah, it's being finished, and that's what I can say now. As far as release dates and distribution and all of that, that's stuff that I don't know yet. But I promise, as soon as I do, I will announce it here. Okay, I promise.
The probing questions that all fate or not, so want to know. Jimmy, have a wonderful weekend. Okay.
Thank you so much, Deb. Be safe out there.
Thank you, dear. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, Above Majestic is out. I mean, is in production, and as soon as I know, I'll let all of you know. Jimmy, who took Randy Rhoads' place after he passed away, and what nationality was he? Well, I mean, okay, who? Okay, there was, there was Brad Gillis. I mean, that's, there was, before Brad, there was one guy, Bernie, what was his name? And he played like one show or two shows, maybe one, but it was Brad Gillis. What nationality is Brad? I always thought Brad was from here, San Francisco. I could be wrong. There you go. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? You're live right now.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Oh, hey, Jimmy.
Hey, who's this?
This is Pat.
Hey, Pat, how are you?
Pretty good, man. I'm Elfon Onsteller.
And how's that going for you?
Hey, Onsteller's great, man. I like that.
Yes.
Did a couple reviews, man, for some people on there for their podcast. Going pretty decent, I think. Hey, all right, now that I got you on the phone, a couple questions, man. We're talking grilling now.
Okay.
You said you'll answer anything.
Okay.
So I'm holding you to it.
Okay.
Dry rub or sauce?
I do both.
All right.
I do both. It depends. I don't do any sauces on any steaks. That is illegal, and you should be thrown in jail. So
do you marinade?
Sometimes it depends. It depends. I have a few. Okay, so rule number one, where you're never going to go wrong. Okay, basic. Salt and pepper. That is it. Salt and pepper. Let them sit for about 25 minutes or an hour in the refrigerator. Take them out. Let them. It depends if you like rare steak, like I do. Then throw it straight on the grill while they're still cold. If you want something that's more medium, then let them come up to room temp. Let them sit out for about 15 minutes or a half hour in a bag, of course, in a Ziploc. And then let them hit the grill, because then they'll cook faster and so forth. So that's my thing. Now, what I do, my dry rub consists of Fade to Black blend with salt. So I take my coffee, I grind it to a powder. So it is a powder that gets in your skin, a powder that gets on your clothes and you can't get rid of it, a powder. And then you take that and sprinkle it on your cuts of meat and rub it in, so you're now turning the pink steak black. Okay? And on the sides, on the back, on the front, and you dry rub that in with salt and pepper. And then grill. It is an amazing thing to do. And I do.
So have you done the CB Dark yet?
No, CB Dark has not been delivered to the bunker yet. Soon,
okay,
though.
When it is, are you going to use it?
I don't know if you want to grill CBD, but it's certainly a thought. But I don't know if raising the temperature of CBD would kind of kill the effect. But definitely, coffee rub is an amazing thing. Now, the only thing that I will go wet with is ribs. I do that. Shrimp, when I grill shrimp, sometimes I usually will grill 3 different kinds of shrimp. So I'll have just a straight shrimp with pepper, and then I'll have another shrimp with barbecue sauce, and then I'll do another one with Mediterranean spices or Italian spices. And all
right, what do you do on your chicken kebabs?
Chicken kebabs, that is a multitude of things. Okay. So again, I can do, I'm always straight salt and pepper, man. I don't play around about that. But then there's, a Mediterranean, Armenian style, which is, paprika, salt, pepper, and a couple of other things in there too as well, but those are the main ingredients.
Nice, Jimmy. You got it down.
No, man, I'm a barbecue. That's what I do. That's what I do. And this I think we'll probably fire up the grill this weekend, but next this coming July 4th, we will be doing all of that. We'll do all of that. But how
about your burgers? Do you put anything in with your meat?
Sometimes I like variety. So sometimes I'll do red onions and bell peppers cut up, small inside of the meat. Once in a while, I don't go outside of that though. But once in a while, I'll do stuffed cheese. I will. I'll do 2 patties together with some cheddar cheese in the middle or Swiss, and do that Minnesota style. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, do you grow vegetables?
Always.
Okay, what do you put on them? Butter, garlic sauce? What do you got?
No, I do all of my vegetables straight. Sometimes olive oil. But no, I'll roast, I'll grill sliced onions, I'll grill peppers, I'll grill jalapenos. When my dad is over, we'll grill eggplant, I'll grill tomatoes. But all of that olive oil once in a while, but pretty much straight on the grill. Straight on the grill. I do not mess with my vegetables.
All right, man. All I wanted was that.
Thank you so much, Pat. Enjoy your weekend.
You too, buddy. Later.
Thank you. Man, I love talking grills. Grills is cool. All right. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? Oh, man. You know what? Are you there? Are you there? Okay, I got to take a break. I'm going to put that call back on hold. And I just looked at the studio clock, and we are right there. Okay, so this is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. It's Thursday night. It is Fader Night. Taking your calls all night long. If you're there, stay on hold. I will get to you. Taking a break right now. 323-825-5045 or 323-275-9695. This is Fade to Black. Fader Night. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Stay with me.
Vivica Fox here, and you are listening to my boy, Jimmy Church, on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Despite popular opinion, reading a book will not make you smarter.
But listening to Jimmy Church will.
Hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires. This year we've experienced more than our fair share. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and last month I decided to make sure my family does not have to worry about food should we get caught in a real emergency situation. Introducing Numana, a healthy, storable product that tastes so good that you'll want to eat it every day instead of just during those times of duress. All Numana products have a 25-year shelf life, are MSG and GMO-free, no preservatives, and are made in America. With the Numana pack in your home, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you've protected your family. Not only have I tasted and tested, I own it. Now you can too. Just click on the Numana banner on JimmyChurchRadio.com and use the promo code Jimmy when you order. In addition to a discount, we'll send you an autographed Fade to Black t-shirt. Seriously, go Beckley Teppy. When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Yes, River Moon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. Go Beckley Teppy.
Hey, can we talk about something serious for a minute? Your age. Getting old has its perks. But remember, being a few years younger, you know, your hair was thicker, you didn't have so many wrinkles, that extra weight wasn't haunting you, and you just felt better. Well, we can't turn back the clocks and go back 10 or 15 years, but you can start feeling and looking 10 or 15 years younger with Nature's Youth RSF. It's a doctor-formulated daily supplement that helps your body maintain its peak performance and fight the aging process. Imagine sleeping better, looking better, and feeling better. See how Nature's Youth RSF has helped thousands of people just like you at nature'syouth.com. nature'syouth.com. The holidays are coming. Imagine how it will feel when your family and friends are asking you what you did to look so good. Your secret will be Nature's Youth RSF. It's time to start looking better and feeling better. Learn more and order your Nature's Youth RSF at nature'syouth.com. That's nature'syouth.com.
Erica, Brittany, Gabby, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
It's not a lifestyle we chose. We were born this way. KGRARadio.com.
This is KJCR at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Open lines all night long. It's Thursday night. It is Fader Night. And let's see. Let's go to area code. Let's go to 919. You're up next. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy, it's Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Can you hear me okay? I've got my headphones set on.
Yeah, I got you. What's on your mind tonight, Melissa?
Oh, well, I know you were doing your trivia thing, but I've been waiting a long time to talk to you. I'm so excited to get through.
Yeah.
So, but look, let me switch. I'm going to take this. Give me a millisecond. I'll take you off my...
You got to do this quick, Melissa. Remember, we're live on the air.
I'm right here. I know, darling. I'm right there with you.
Okay.
I'm calling from Gulfport, Mississippi, and I'm so happy to be on the phone with you. This is so cool. Listen, I'm so excited with your interview with Tracy the other night. Of course, I listened to it today on over YouTube. Okay, let me calm down. I'm all excited.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyway,
Tracy was amazing.
Oh my goodness! So when she was talking about her experience, like with her remote viewing, I just closed my eyes and I was listening, and she starts describing this park, right? And I was right there with her. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I did that. I absolutely, the way that she described the fountain and the wet concrete and the mist and the drops and the sound, I was right there. I totally get what you're saying. It was really cool.
Well, as a child, I was walking through that park. I could just see myself right there. And I was like, she's in Orlando. I know she is. I just saw myself there. It was so cool. But anyway, and when she said when she said she was in Orlando and it was like Areola, whatever, I'm like, oh my goodness! I remember my father took me there one day, and I was just blown away at that moment. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was like I've had these experiences as well. I mean, as far as like. I always thought it was like astral traveling, but I did this with a boyfriend years ago. You know, we would experiment with, he decided he needed to take a year sabbatical and travel across the United States. And I'm like, okay, fine, that's fine with me. So we would like, okay, let's do these little evenings where we can, we'll just meditate and meet up with each other somewhere. And we would.
Oh, cool.
It was so incredible. Especially like, what I wanted when she mentioned looking through that the compact, and I remember when she was talking about this woman, like, was looking through her compact, right? So this was my experience, and I wanted to share it with you, which I thought was so, it related to me so, completely.
Yeah, it was, and for her to go and meet that woman later was really cool. And Tracy, who I know, and when you hang out with her in person, she's just amazing. She's amazing, and I couldn't wait to get her on the show last night, and I wanted everybody to meet her and hear from her. Not knowing who she was, and doing that reveal last night, I thought was pretty fun. And now I think everybody can appreciate a bit more about who she is. She's married to Richard Dolan now, and that
I know. Yeah, that was so exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool
as well.
So when you hopefully you'll get out there to a conference and you'll be able to see the two of them together, and you'll think about really who she is and what her background is, where her education comes from. And there you go. And I thought that was a really special opportunity, not only for her, but for this audience last night. And I think we did it the right way. It was totally cool. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, it was a beautiful surprise. I love Richard Dolan, and he and I share a birthday on Canada Day as well, which I thought was funny. But what I wanted to mention about the compact, and with the eye, remember when she was talking about that?
Yes.
I want to share this quick little experience, and I know our time is short, but one time when my boyfriend at the time, and he was out in Oregon, and I was here in Gulfport, Mississippi, and he's been gone for 6 months or whatever, and I just go out and doing things with my friends or whatever. So I go and have dinner with a guy friend of mine, whatever. So we're sitting in this cafe, and this man, it was like a really crowded cafe. People had to stand in line. It was a really popular place. This man just looked over us at our table, my friend and I, and he's just staring at me, and then he'd look at my friend and look back at me, and like I had to tell my friend, like, let's just ignore him. Well, my boyfriend, who was in Oregon, is telling me that he calls me as soon as I get home. He's like, "What were you doing at this restaurant?" He told me the restaurant I was in, and I was like, "This man." He was looking through this man's eyes.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, he even described what I was eating on my plate.
And what is that?
I knew when I looked at that man. When he was looking at this man who had no idea what he was doing, he was just staring at me and my friend. I wasn't doing anything wrong, But,
right.
But so he my boyfriend, who was in Oregon, decided to check up on me and look through someone else's eyes and to see what I was doing.
And and before I say thank you for the phone call and say goodnight, now you know that you had to behave.
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
No, but Jimmy. I mean,
I was having lunch with a friend.
No, I'm saying in the future. In the future.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, there you go.
Indeed, but isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that is totally amazing, Melissa. And what and when you hear Tracy talk about that kind of thing, and you know that you went through the same experience, you're all good, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, it resonated with me. I cannot, just, totally binge on everything that she has to offer I can't wait to do it.
Yeah, she is so cool. She is so cool. Melissa, thank you. First time caller. Don't be a stranger.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thanks for having me. Love you. Bye.
Love you right back. Thank you, Melissa. And, man, I love first time callers. And there's the reason why right there. Let me see here. Let's go opposites. Let's go to area code 503. You're up next on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Yes, Jimmy.
Yes.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing good. This is Frankie Four Fingers.
Hey, Frankie. How are you, man?
Good. Hey, you need to put out your own recipe book and post it to your website.
Yeah, it's been bandied about. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I hear that every single day, Frankie. I think it's Rita that needs to do it, but I can do a little addendum.
Hey, I have always issues with pork ribs. Do you do pork ribs, and how you do them?
I do both. Yeah, I do both. I do both. There's a different. Okay, when I do pork ribs, now I have two different types of grills. Okay, I have a gas grill, and then I have a custom-made kebab grill that only mesquite charcoal goes into. And so pork ribs go on that, and chicken goes on that. There's reasons for it, but the main thing is it's extremely high temp, and the pork ribs, and I cook lamb on that too as well, need to cook for a long time. And so, and you get
break down the tissue.
Yeah, well, there's that, but also it's pork, man. You've got to cook it. And so that's my main thing when it comes to pork ribs, that they are skewered correctly, and they are put on that grill for a very, very long time. But it's amazing when it's done. Yeah, you need to have the breakdown. That's for sure. But but there is something that goes on that is very important with mesquite coal. There's another flavor that happens there that needs to be there for the pork, and chicken too, right, as well. Chicken on a gas grill. A gas grill is fine for, well, if I could, maybe I would do everything on the mesquite grill, but it takes 45 minutes to get the coals correct, and then you have to do the cooking. So it's a 2 to 3 hour commitment for me to whip out that grill. The gas grill, it's quick, it's easy. I can just go fire it up, get my steaks on it, get my steaks off, and eat. Also, the gas grill is really good for corn, which we grill on that. I've never cooked corn inside of the house, right? It just doesn't happen. So there are reasons for it, though. But there you go. Wow, this is like the cooking show.
All I really got to work with is a pellet grill. I don't want to say the name, but that's all I really got to work with. And do you also, of course, they mentioned to pull the membrane off the backside of the pork ribs,
right? Yeah, everything is cleaned here. It doesn't matter what it is. Flap meat, cleaned. Everything is cleaned. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, very picky about that here.
Okay. Yeah, and the pellet grill, it takes a lot of high heat to actually really cook it. It's the pellet grill's more of a smoking type grill, but in order to work right, you got to turn it up on high, but yet I'm still having problems with my pork ribs.
Yeah. Again, I have a custom made. There's lots of pictures of it online of me grilling on that. It's custom made. It's 3/4 inch stainless steel, 3/4 inch thick stainless steel box with slots in it for the kebabs, and then It's probably 2 feet by 4 feet, and it gets really hot. Hot. And I'm telling you,
I bet.
when it's 110 degrees in Burbank and I'm cooking over that thing, I am just... Whew. So there you go. Hey, Frankie, thank you for the phone call, man.
I got one really quick question. Have you ever cooked on an egg? It's called an egg. It's a ceramic grill.
Yeah, I've seen them. No, I have not.
Okay, I have tasted some meat that came off of those things, and it is awesome.
Yeah. Maybe in the future. The like I said, a kebab grill, and you can look at those up online. I don't know how you would have one delivered because they weigh like 500 pounds, but that's the way to go. A good Armenian kebab grill. Look it up. Look it up online.
Will do. Sounds good, and I'll let you go, and you have a good night and a good weekend.
Thank you, Frankie. Behave, man.
You too, and we'll catch you later.
Thank you so much. That's Frankie Four Fingers, everybody. And let's go to area code 660. You're up next.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm hoping I got a stumper here for you.
Who's calling?
It's kind of funny you guys were talking about Paul a while ago. Oh, my name's Doug. I'm on Lake of the Ozarks.
Hey, Doug. Lake of the Ozarks. Is the TV series real?
It's pretty accurate, yeah.
I can't wait for season 2, man.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff that happens around here. That's actually more down south of here.
That's a big. I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize that lake was that big. It's huge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, some people call it the dragon. If you ever looked at it on a map, it's kind of shaped like a dragon.
I did my Lake of the Ozarks studying. Yes, I did see that. All right. So, okay, what's your stump the panel?
Well, you were talking about Paul a while ago, and I just happened to think of this. What was the first song that Paul played for John during his, quote, audition, unquote? I think he had a band called the Quarrymen or something.
Yes. Was it Chuck Berry?
I don't know who wrote the song, but it was called 20 Flight Rock.
Oh, 20 Flight Rock. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who wrote that either. I do.
I got their Beatles anthology, and I think that they talk about it on there. And, of course, John was really impressed that Paul actually knew all the lyrics to it, I guess, because it's like a really long song.
Well, you got me there, and that was a good trivia question. So do me a favor, Doug, write Rita at jimmychurchradio.com. You can do that through the website. Just write her and send us your address, and we'll get something really cool out of the junk drawer. What do you want? You want a DVD or a book?
DVD's kind of cool.
Okay, all right.
Shipping would be better.
I got a great one right here. Okay.
Okay, cool. And I had a quick question for you.
Sure.
Another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know that you talk about playing guitar and stuff like that. Did you play mostly rhythm or lead or?
No, I was I was always the only guitar player, so I had to do both.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Both, which is tough. Did you sing too?
No, you don't want to hear me sing. That's illegal in most countries.
Okay. Well, I know you probably got other calls. I'm going to call back sometime and tell you about my out-of-body experience.
I would love to hear it, Doug. I'm serious.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Well, I'll talk to you later then.
Thank you so much, and have a great night.
Okay, you too, man.
That's it, man. First-time callers. You got to love it. Area code 239. You're up next.
Hey, Jimmy. Long-time listener, first-time caller. OG FADERNIGHT.
Right on.
Early.
What's your name?
Jeremy. I'm the other Jeremy.
You're the other Jeremy. How are you, man? What's on your mind?
Jeremy Mad Dog Maddox.
That's you. Wow. I know who you are. Yeah, you are old school.
Old.
Wait. This is the first time you've called into the show.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay, Jeremy, it's good to finally hear your voice, man.
Thanks, man.
You know everybody in Twitter. You know everybody in Twitter.
Go ahead.
Everybody in Twitter's tripping out right now. You know that.
Oh, I know, man. Especially the originals. So, well, first let's get the trivia question out of the way about music festivals. Let's see. The early days of the Ozfest, right?
Yes.
Okay. What band that was on second stage they had to put onto the main stage because everyone kept rushing the stage when they were on the second stage?
This is Ozfest 1?
Yeah, Ozfest 1, the early days, or it could have been Ozfest 2. I went and seen them in 97.
Right. Was it Pantera?
No, and I'm sad to hear that Benny Paul just passed away.
I know.
But,
it's crushing. It's crushing. Okay, but Ozfest 1... Ozfest 2. I remember this.
You should know this.
Oh, I know it. Okay, so you stumped me, Jeremy. Who is it?
Disturbed.
Oh, Disturbed. Absolutely.
Damn right.
Yeah, man. Yep. And, okay, do me a favor, Jeremy. You've got Rita's address. Email address.
Oh, of course.
But write her so we can put something in the mail to you.
Definitely. I just, like I said, I wanted to hear that. And like I said, I really never called in before because I've really never had a experience. I would love to one day to have one. But I've always loved listening to what you've had to say. And like I said, that night that Aaron Lewis called in, man, that just made my night,
Yeah. Well, I just want, thank you for being a part of this family for so many, many years, Jeremy. And, I can't believe you waited until 2018 to call in. But there you go.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry it took so long. But this has always been a family for me. So I shouldn't have took as long as I did, but thanks a lot, Jimmy. That means a lot.
Well, we all see you every single night. Now go, you're a rock star, so go hang out on Twitter right now because everybody's talking about you. I'll talk to you, man.
All right, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jeremy.
All right, catch you later.
Be safe, man.
All right.
That's
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. That's absolutely amazing, Jeremy Maddox. He has been part of this family forever. I've got time for one more phone call, and it's got to be a quick one. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Jimmy, it's Jim from South Australia, man. How are you?
Oh, Matt, what are you doing? South Australia?
Yeah, dude.
And it's the last call of the night. I've only got like 3 minutes.
Oh, make it quick. Hey, dude, yesterday you had Tracy on the show, and I was wondering, just listening to your story and her story, have any of you guys heard of this guy called Jonas Elrod? And he did this documentary a few years ago called Wake Up?
No, I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you should check it out. It really reminded me a lot of Tracy's story, man, the things that she's experienced. And he did this documentary about how he had this this big wake-up experience where he was seeing things and experiencing stuff. And he went on this big journey trying to figure out whether he was going crazy or whether something was happening. And at the end of it, he worked out that he was sort of waking up and he was encountering all this really cool stuff and having all these experiences. But yeah, you should definitely check it out.
You know what I did? I know you're going to think I'm crazy for even saying this, but you just reminded me. So don't ask me what I was doing, but we all know what the United States looks like, right? The outline of the United States, not with Canada and Mexico, but just the outline of the United States, right? Okay? This is what I want you to do. I want everybody out there, go and take Australia and flip it upside down. It's the United States. It's trippy. Okay, do you follow me? So you put east, west, west, east. flip it upside down, and and once you do that, if there was a little more extension out on the right and the southeast, which is the northeast part or northwest part of the Australia, right? But when you flip it, if that extension came down a little bit more, it would be exact. Everything is there. Texas, Los Angeles, the top of the United States, the shape, the Great Lakes, New York. It's the United States. It's trippy, and nobody, and so, and this is what's weird because it's on the opposite side of the world from the United States, right? You take a line and you like drive straight through the earth, where you come out to Australia. So I was goofing around. And I spin the globe around, and I'm looking, and I flip it again, and I'm looking, I'm like, holy crap. It's the United States. Now, okay, so Mark Tirana just posted it. Okay, he just posted it incorrectly. Mark, you flip that around, and you can see the tip at the top that he just posted in Twitter. There's your Texas. And you flip it around, and it's the United States. It's weird, man. I did the overlay,
cool, man.
and I know. I looked at it, and I went, and so I blew it up, and I'm looking at the Gulf of Baja and where Los Angeles is and the Bay. It's all right there. I'm telling you, this is not some crazy imagination going on. It's the real deal. Well, now I'm late to getting out of the show. Thank you so much. I got to run credits and get out of here, but be safe and go flip the map around.
Will do, man. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much. Jimmy from South Australia. What a great night on the show. I've got to get out of here. Sorry. I've got to say to the network, I apologize for that. I'm going to run late. They're going to cut me off, but that's just the way that it is. Fade to Black's executive producers, Rita Camurian. Shows produced by Hilton J. Palm, Renee, Dennis, and Bob. Announcers are Steve Harder, Gene Vitoa, Mark D. Kovar. Webmaster, Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy, SpaceboyMusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJCR for the Game Changer Network. Syndication is KGRA, The Planet. This broadcast owned and copyrighted 2018 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black or the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. Until Monday, everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. Go Beckley Tepe.